and does anybody who has a thing to post to it?
I'm going to go ahead and chill.
I'll have to do the same thing. And I see 2 of the slots have been filled in.
Yes, I'm still working on that too. I might just reuse my pilot character from the one that. Oh wait, that was in another Roll20. Okay. I'm gonna worry about showing and then I'll worry about character gen. Character gen is super fast anyway.
Right, but I need an image with the names.
Oh yes. All right, working on that too. God, what is the token stamp?
Oh, I forgot to roll my money. Oh my goodness, I forgot to buy shit. While we're doing that.
Okay. It's okay, I rolled a 1 for my
you
$100.
Amazing.
Haley, I'm gonna join in with a different browser.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. So then you can mute the browser.
Yeah.
Do I just not have that one? Actually, which one did... Jan Umar. Okay.
All right. Anyone go with Internet Explorer? How do you mute in Internet Explorer?
If you go to the bottom right and right-click your sound speakers and then volume mixer, you should be able to do it from there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, testing.
Hello, hello.
I hear you.
Pat, is it chill to share links in the Alien RPG Discord?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What channel?
Yeah. I haven't figured that out yet. And I just found them yesterday. Or the day before.
Alright, so that didn't work because it still uses a Google Chrome plugin. So it's still piggyback off the same sound system.
Do you need a plugin for...
Honestly, I just use an entirely different device.
Yeah, it's okay.
Huh.
I'm ready to go.
Alright, I'm almost there. Write it down then. And empty slot, character sheet. Empty slot will be your
I will no one yell at that guy for fucking showing his Twitch in this channel, so I'm going for it.
Okay.
He's got like a he's got a fuckload of rolls. Now, Shin, for various reasons, I think that you're probably like the captain here.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I need to open this in incognito because I've exceeded my limit of uploads. Amazing.
Roll20 wouldn't let me upload the music track I was trying to.
No.
Now I'm sitting here waiting for Facebook to load painfully slowly to even post. Amazing.
Life takes so long. What a bother.
If we were streaming right now, this would be amazing.
We are. Cole.
Oh, we are.
I fucking. There is no word I can say that makes everyone in the chat know that we're streaming. The number of times I can say that. Like, I feel bad.
I'm literally looking for the stream on Twitch, and I haven't found it.
For real?
Oh, there it is. It is. Wow. I need to look a little harder.
Whoa, yeah.
Well, we got one viewer, and it's probably...
Probably me, yeah.
Don't worry, nobody heard me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So
Chad, how are you
five is
doing
the
today?
max ability that one can have on anything normally, right?
4 is the usual max.
Yeah, it's only
5 is
five
our
if that's your
class
main
skill.
area for your class, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds right to me.
But then after that's the racial modifiers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. And you're splitting 12 or 10 points?
Attributes 14. Skill is 10.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So that's 8. And then 6. So I think that does it. 5, 5, and 4. Yeah. I'm good at smart things. And there's a max on how many you can put into one of them, right?
For what?
Or is there not? For skills.
Skill is 0 to 5.
Okay.
No, really? I thought skills was 0 to 3.
It's 1 if it's not a class skill. If it's a class skill, it's 5.
Shit, really? Huh, okay.
And then I think the only way to increase that is with experience points.
Okay, I think I have my character good enough. El Runa Quell. Now to show.
So how are you guys today?
Doing
Just
all
going on.
right.
Pretty good.
Anything fun today?
I spent the entire day driving around doing errands that needed to be done.
I spent my day
Nice.
getting back into an old project.
Nice.
Well, I say old project. It's a project I haven't touched in a while.
Okay.
I just realized I said that with no context at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I work at a civil
we
engineering
can let
firm.
the chat imagine what the project is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I work at a civil engineering firm, and there's a project that's doing a 60% design, and I haven't worked on it for like 2 weeks. But a due date's coming in, so I got retasked into it.
Nice. Finisher mode.
There
Mhm.
you go.
Man, do I actually have the not in the Nostromo? Oh, I do actually. Okay. So I'm going to lift the veil here for the players for a moment
Mhm.
and show you your vessel, the Nostromo.
Is that deadass its name?
No, it's not. It's not the Nostromo. It is the Ormts.
The Ornts? Ooh, is it a
Amorts.
Thran?
It's the Amorts.
Amorts. Okay.
Hmm.
I think that could still technically be a Thran name if that's a Z at the end, not an S.
Well, you know, Anglicize for your benefit.
Yeah.
You awaken. Well, you two, the Thren awaken after. Ooh, I heard a bleeping
Morning.
sound.
Yeah.
Lady Nobody, thank you for the subscription. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
you're here. It's been so long.
Who? Who
Completely
is it?
Nobody.
Oh, Complete Nobody. No kidding.
Yeah.
Howdy.
I know
Hey,
I know
dude.
you've been hella busy.
Been a hot minute.
Welcome, welcome.
The pleasure is all ours. Oh, bugger. Have I not? Oh, wait. Wait, are we on? What screen are we on?
I think you need to move the players over.
I think the player's on the wrong screen, Lee.
Oh fuck, you're in Leland.
This is
All right,
from,
boom, you are in the
this-
Nostromo. Yes, Gian
Ooh.
Humar and Aruna Quell. You are awakened.
Oh,
From
fuck.
your sleeping pods early this cycle. Give you an automated system that says that it has detected a possible collision scenario.
Okay.
Allow me to just take a second to enjoy this beautiful map. Oh my god.
Mhm. And meanwhile,
Wow.
Officer X NLU, you don't need to sleep, so you may be in the captain's office.
All right.
But you could feasibly be anywhere in the ship. You see the alert pushed by the AI, and you know that or not really an AI, so much the ship's autopilot. And you know that this is probably not a big deal. However, what you're hauling makes it more concerning. Because you have an asteroid gun that can take care of impacts normally. However, you are hauling a significant atmospheric processor vital to the terraforming project on Xylon 9.
Ooh.
The thing that you were hauling behind you is roughly 100 times the size of your ship, and it is also fairly delicate. That makes precise and intense collision avoidance all the more important. As such, you see that the AI has pushed to automatically awaken your Thren shipmates, and it is generally indicating that someone should probably do something about the potential impact. Can you roll me either an observation or a comtech?
I can roll you an observation.
Do we know about this when we wake up?
Oh, well,
Oh, I don't see a thing.
so Cole, you ain't no shit. No, you do know something. You know,
I just woke up. What do you mean?
I just woke up. Your capsules slide forward and pop open, and you get an automated message. This is not the first time this journey that you have been awoken for this sort of an incident. it is actually closer to the 12th time. You have been in space a month, and you will be in space another month. It is a
Well, that's
long trip.
nice. It's just stuck inside a ship, stuck inside one location. All right.
Yeah. You know that normally the automated turret takes care of the actual collision, although it is important that you know take time to check on the ship's various functions.
This
Alruna,
is me. I go to the gunner room and make
Right,
sure
so-
the guns are working.
well, so directly to your south. The fuck. Oh. Directly to your south is a ladder. Going up the ladder takes you to the gun turret. Going down the ladder takes you to the reactor room.
Okay. Well,
This chamber over to your west is engineering.
just gonna say, if I've been in here for a month, there's probably nothing better to do. So you know what?
Mm.
Let's just I don't know. I'll go to the gun room. Maybe I'll shoot that collision myself. Got nothing better, so I'm gonna head to the gun room.
Now, Alruna, you are the ship's pilot.
Yes, I know it like the back of my hand.
And normally you would report to the bridge to
Yeah.
take direct control. XNLU, you can also go to the bridge, although you don't feel any pressing need to do so because this has happened several times, and the automated defense turret has shot the impending collision every time. Nothing seems
Where's
different about
the-
this small,
Where's
fast
the mess hall?
The mess is down from the
Right next
sleepers
to me?
into the east. Indeed.
Okay. Well, I roll out of my tube, yawn a bit, pop the door open, stretch, or punch the air or whatever I do. Probably, some light stretching and then some air punching. And I mosey on over here and real quick grab some sort of potable fruit from the fridge real quick.
If I was organized, I would pop out that fruit.
Yep, no problem. All right, so
Over
I
the
pop
column. Sorry, go ahead.
pop that out, and then I jog my way over to the pilot's chair. Are you saying something?
Over the columns, I would say, Rise and Shine, Miss Quay and Humar. We have our usual asteroid up ahead. The protocol. We need you guys to be up and about just in case. The 13th time is the most unlucky time. So,
Oh yeah, right. That human phrase.
That's
Yeah,
a human superstition. 13's a fine number.
It is. I love like what was that book that had some cool lore in it? What was it, the Bible, and that 13th guy showed up? Yeah. 13 is such a bad number. Well, I'll check on the guns.
I thought that was the one that Confucius wrote. Anyway,
Yeah.
Gian, you pop
I
up
think it
into
was
the turret,
they're pretty much all the same.
and you notice the screen. So there's like this is like the manual control screen, like the manual control thing, right? And it is blaring a message across it, and it says quite simply, "Feed malfunction."
Oh my.
It looks like the connection to the actual, for whatever reason, it can't draw any more ammo from the feed. There is a brace of the small metal, basically ball bearings, that they hyper accelerate and then have explode to take care of impacts. But it's only going to get a single burst off. And the automated, that the automated system is designed to use a spread firing technique. to ensure minimal damage to your hull. However, that spread technique is very ammo inefficient. You see the target like appearing on the screen, coming in fast, Gian. You don't think you're going to have a lot of time to react. You could fix the feed and let the computer take care of it, but the seat is right there if you wanted to try and take direct control of the gun.
Okay. I'm totally.
Alright, so you hop into the seat?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Now you, for reference, John and Elruna, you have like suit-mounted wrist communicators, and Xinlu just like has a radio in his brain, basically. Like he can just choose to talk to you on your communicators at will, as long as the comms server is up. Otherwise, he will need to be fairly close to you. Gian, do you like share your revelation with the pilot and commanding officer?
I'll patch. Okay, sorry. I was too busy trying to find myself where you teleported me on this map. Could you repeat what I saw? Just like the.
You have incoming. The screen is flashing that the feed is severed and it's not going to get any more ammo. If you let the computer shoot, it will shoot very inefficiently for this small amount of ammo.
So we got a feed problem. I guess I'm going to have to fix that because I'm the one who can fix it. So
you chose to hop in
the feed.
Well,
yes.
I thought you chose to hop in the gun to take him down.
Yeah, I did. But if there's a feed problem,
all right, you only got time to do one.
Shoot. Okay. I might as well shoot it since I'm here. We'll do it. We'll do it.
All right.
This is head.
Okay. So before you make your ranged combat roll, Elruna and XNLU, you have not experienced a feed problem on this ship's turret before.
Well, that's a bummer. Guess we'll have to fix that.
That also drastically decreases the odds that the gun will be able to successfully intercept something that is on a collision course for the refinery. However, as it gets closer, you realize something very relieving in that regard. The debris is at this current velocity not going to impact your hull. It is going to impact you.
Oh! Okay, good.
Elruna, you basically have two choices. Swivel, such that your hull gets hit instead of you, or try to detach, or try to have someone detach the ship such that you can, travel unburdened.
Oh, I see. Interesting. That's a tricky choice, but I think saving the hull and us is the primary concern here. How would I detach?
That is going to require someone go on a spacewalk.
Oh boy.
Oh, fucky fuck.
And XNLU, you could report to
he'd be safe in space
to be able to see the sensors and everything, because that's just sort of your office computer. And there are multiple seats available. You can take your favorite. And yeah.
Is it possible for me to go help with the ammo problem?
Yes, it is. You are actually really well placed to deal with the feed problem. You know where the feed physically is. And
It's
you should
to
be
the
able to
gun.
figure out if there is any way of like manually taking care of the situation. Do you have heavy machinery?
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah. If you so you know that this right here is the nearest feed component. A display on it is flashing that it has been dislodged, and basically the tube needs to cycle back. You know that if you have a maintenance jack, you will gain its benefit for this. You need to rejack and set this component because this is something that should have been done completely automatically. No crew member should ever have to interact with the cycling of tubes. So some sort of mechanical problem has happened, and the ship's AI has not informed you.
I don't have any tools, but with my bare hands, I will
Now, I will
try.
say you did go through a room that has like maintenance jacks and shit, like, and has tools, or you could do it with your bare hands. If you wait to run back to that room, you might have less time, but you can go for it. All right, you want to go back? All right.
Yeah.
You go. You jack a maintenance jack. You have a maintenance jack now. You can add it to your inventory.
I do not know the stats of that off the top of my head.
It's going to give you a +1 to this roll, which is pretty much what it'll be relevant for.
What?
So you're going to make me a heavy machinery +1. Pat, you're not at a gun to shoot anything.
Oh. What? I'm not shooting at anything.
Oh my god. Roll 20 is just fucking us, isn't it?
No one's getting
Oh my
a
God.
success.
Alright, so Gian. Oh shit, no, Gian, that's your roll. Never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just mixed up the two Thren. Oof.
Wow, racist.
Wow, did you just
We don't all look the same.
Lee? I even mirrored my profile picture to make sure you wouldn't mix them up.
I'm sorry.
My goodness.
So, John, you being a flesh and blood being can push that if you'd like. And also, you only have a 2 for your ranged combat?
Yeah.
I'm actually probably better at ranged combat.
Alack, you are a whole jog's worth away from the turret.
Yeah, no.
Alright, well, John, if you want to get that stress and push it, you can.
Yeah, I'll push it. Why not? In fact, can I take a never sleep pill to add more stress to my life?
Oh my god.
You want to, like, literally pop that shit right now?
Yeah, I'm popping that shit right now.
You pop that shit in your mouth, and then you push, so you'll have 2 stress for this roll.
All
As you
right.
chow down on a caffeine pill and just like time to rock and roll.
Like, oh man, this is not the way to start off my day.
Okay, so you
I'm
brace, you
really
burst,
not
and
used.
it goes wide. You see it, the impact coming. Pat,
Hmm.
it is at this point too late to take any meaningful action as
We're gonna get hit.
as you feel the sound. You feel the ship buckle as there's just like.
I buckle my seat belt. Shit. My baby.
This is a great start, guys.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll have that one success that will keep us alive.
I
Yeah.
was
So,
hoping it didn't. I forgot that I had to use range combat for turn.
Oh, fuck.
So, oops, my bad.
That's okay.
Yeah. Shin,
I'll be able to fix this.
you manage to start it, and it bounces, and you see light. And you hear it physically cycling, and then you hear it. It should be making a locking noise, and you just hear it go, shink, shink, and then continue to move around. It sounds like there's something physically loose in the feed.
hmm
So, yeah, that's going to require, like, cutting it apart or, like unscrewing, like, unbolting things. It's going to require, like, serious maintenance work that's going to take a serious amount of time. And then you hear the impact anyway. Yeah, so you all hear the AI go, "Attention, attention. Space debris has penetrated the vessel. Space debris has penetrated the vessel. Automatic diagnostics underway. Automatic diagnostics. Automatic diagnostics. Oh, completely nobody. Thank you so much. Automatic
Ooh.
diagnostics have encountered an error in memory. Automatic diagnostics have been moved to the trash bin. Please access the AI core directly. Please access the AI core directly to see the diagnostic readout."
Fuck. Am I needed at the con?
Well, you're like before you is like the black void of space for astronomical units all around. You're not about to need to do like a hairpin turn or anything. And if no one's gonna unlatch you from the thing holding you down, you can basically just wiggle and waste fuel.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go into the
All right, yeah, you.
I'm gonna go into the con.
You find the hallway, and you see the usual inset chair down in sort of the thingy madoodle. You step your way in, and you bring up the computer. Clack 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 clack. It seems to
Hey
be,
mother, how you feeling today?
the unit seems to be giving you some issues. Can you give me a comm-tech roll? Meanwhile, by the way,
Any chance
everyone,
you could turn the volume down just a tiny bit?
yes, everyone has gained 1 stress.
Yeah.
Yes, I accept
Valid.
this stress.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
not that far down. Not that far down. Holy shit.
No, I'm actually going to go with.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright, I'm pushing this.
Wow, we are just on a roll today.
This is rude.
Oh, hold on. Let it
There
be
we
known.
go.
There we go.
Okay. So you push it.
Alright.
Bloop, 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 and now you have.
I want to learn new and unexpected information,
Okay.
at the very least.
So. Yeah. You notice you get new and unexpected information. So here's what you initially uncover with this. You sit down, you bloop bloop bloop, bleep, bloop bloop, mother noises. Imagine some copyright sound effects get made as the little lights go, and you discover that you discover the diagnostics report.
Mm-hmm.
Leland is now going to begin to scroll around. By the way, Shin and Cole, you can, let me know where you would immediately move to after that shit happened.
I will check on the engineering room.
Ooh, I love this track.
I'll definitely be crawling up.
Yeah, this is the engineering room over here. Yeah, so,
Wait, I'd like to gain a +1 modification to a later skill related to this,
okay.
and new and unexpected information.
Yeah, double the stunts. So you sit down, you receive a diagnostic support report. Here's what the diagnostics tell you. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. That's not what you roll. Just kidding. Ignore all of that. Because it's not a D100, it's a D66. Okay. So. Amazing. So, the first thing that seems to be the problem is AI malfunction. A comm-tech role is required to access the ship's AI, and many of its basic functions just won't be available until an extensive reset can be... A full core reset can be commenced. A full core reset can take up to 24 standard hours. And the AI is completely dead during that time.
Well, this is a good start.
Only basic AI and only basic autopilot, and the systems basically run themselves. and
Yeah.
they don't smartly switch between what they're doing because the AI isn't around to smartly switch them. So there's an AI malfunction. There's
Okay.
also, hold on. Oh right, okay, hold on. A D6 and then a D because of how they're actually rolling it. Additionally, there's an armament malfunction. Both of these very prescient to what was going on in the story already. The asteroid gun now fires at a -2, as the pintle mounting has been impacted by the debris.
Man.
And extensive exterior repair work will be necessary at a dry dock to fix it. But yes, the piece de la resistance is that it looks like there is one chamber with a direct component hit.
Oh shit.
Automated medical services are offline. Mid-bay potentially exposed to vacuum.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not
that-
like in
We
the
got
center of
a
our
lot
ship.
of work to take care of. So, do you share this information, and what's the game plan, guys?
Yeah, no, I pop over the intercom, assuming we have one, and I'm just like, hey fellas, looks like we're in a bit of a pickle. No, we already knew that the AI was fucked and the guns are, well, jammed or something. But, looks like the medbay maybe spewing air, as they
Oh.
say.
Where's the med bay, by the way?
Center of the ship, to the
Okay.
south.
Oh, that's what that big hole is.
Yeah, that sounds about right from what I'm looking at here. We might have to put Mother down for a few hours.
All right. Well, I guess how about we start with patching that vacuum? I guess. What's the general procedure?
Well, I'd say get a spacesuit on. We're in the middle of space, like empty space. There's no real need for a pilot at the moment, nor I think is there a need for a mother right now. Unless something else drastic happens, we're just gonna keep floating in the same direction. So, shall I put her to bed?
Yeah, you
Vaccine,
also know something
whatever
else
it
about
is.
the AI as you're going through very thoroughly and looking at the problems, doing a full diagnostic.
Oh.
The ship's AI had not been core cycle resetting for the entire journey. It has dozens of cores, and it's supposed to always be resetting one of them so that all of them are getting refreshed.
Oh,
However,
so she hasn't been sleeping.
an obscure internal function. Yeah, so nobody would notice this on its own. That isn't a massive issue, but it is suggestive of a larger memory issue, sometimes referred to as unlimited RAMage, for the knock-on effects of memory failures. That can result in all sorts of little problems, where basically the AI doesn't think for an umpteenth of a second, but it thought it did, and it basically imagines what it would have done during that umpteenth of a second, and just thinks it's done. And in some extreme cases, will overwrite its own sensors to believe that reality.
Oh shit.
That's a thought.
That's bad.
Yeah, the only fix for unlimited RAMage is a full core reset. However, you will need to expose all of the cores and check them for physical deformities. And if there are any physical deformities, that core will need to be entirely replaced and reinstantiated into the system after reset. Now, in a
that's
pickle,
nice.
you can also just rip the core and start without them. It will give you a warning sign because that isn't good for power flow, but that's a long-term ship maintenance thing. It should be fine. It just won't be quite as fast. But it's an AI. It's still really fast.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
okay.
So, in that case,
Mhm.
well, okay. Which one should we do first?
Yeah.
guys?
Well, so here's
computer.
the thing.
Armaments or the big hole?
Yeah.
What do you think, officer?
Do you want to turn the music down a tick?
Yes.
As
I'm
hype
actually
as
not
it
hearing
is.
Any music?
Oh, have you muted Roll20? Otherwise, sometimes it just doesn't play right.
No.
It was some dubs.
Let me pull up my
I'm
Twitch
fucking with
so
it.
I can actually be reading what our
Yeah,
people are
completely
saying
nobody.
right
We are in quite a pickle, quite a tight spot.
We're in a dance party.
now. It's a tight spot, yeah. They don't have a medic, by the way, and that auto dock was perfectly capable of healing them. It's just there's hard vacuum in it now.
Yeah. So yeah. Here we go.
Gyon, you see just like
Yeah, I see that big hole.
You
through
see
the window.
fucking just like assets. What did I call the? Oh yeah, space detritus. Yeah, you see just like like wrecked bits and like little like chafing bits. In fact, yeah, it just looks like a bit of a pickle. You also see that some sort of gas is also like around there, although it is immediately getting sucked out into space. But it seems to be leaking from some sort of internal pipe beneath the med bay.
Yeah. I assume we have like some sort of insulation to kind of seal that up, right? Or do we just leave the med bay closed and fix the AI? Which one's the better idea?
Well, you do.
I'll handle
have-
the AI.
Okay,
You also-
you handle the AI. I'll try and seal the med bay. I got my cutting
You
torch.
do have
That's
in the equipment lockup. You do have something known as a glue, a glue sprayer.
a glue spray.
The glue sprayer is a last ditch scenario. I need this sealed now. Expanding hot glue solution that works in vacuum.
Yes.
You can just spunk out of it, and it will. You could basically like quick cement a hole. If
we
there's-
are going for the hot glue solution. All right.
All right, yeah. So you will need to so important important fucking distinctions here. All right, there's some things that you guys should know about. Quick rundown of the ship you've been on for over a month. This. All right, come on, Roll20. Let me type. We're going with green. That feels very science future-y. This is the mate locker. The mate locker is where things like cutting torches and maintenance jacks are.
Sounds right.
This is the EVA lockers. This is where any and all space chutes on your ship are stored. And beyond it is a door to the void, exterior
Right.
airlock. And one other thing to keep in mind
over there. Okay.
is that there is also the gun racks. The gun racks are secured at all times per Trinity Fleet standard, and they can only be accessed normally via the vital signs of the commander or the XO, due to the abbreviated crew size and the fact that the commander themselves is an AI. So Zen is, doesn't really have a thumbprint, even though he kind of does. He just knows the security code basically. The pilot has been given access. So that means that the only person who cannot open the gun racks is Cole's character, however, Cole's character is also probably the best equipped to just jimmy open the gun racks if need be.
Yes. Can
So
I
if you
can I
need-
authorize it from here or?
No, you literally need to get to the gun racks and put your thumb and it is a thumb and retina dual biosignature lock.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, how do we want to do this? Turns or?
Yeah,
Well-
so
Well, from down the. Oh, sorry.
I was going to propose
She's got a long
moving-
way. Or
moving
this is-
into minute or so long turns as the scenario
Yeah, sounds right.
evolves.
All right. Let's do it.
And the general
So these are the EVA lockers up here, right? And this is the scanner that allows them to be opened.
So
Or am I-
this is the EVA locker. The EVA locker, anybody
Oh,
in the crew
God,
can
okay.
access just fine. The only tool or item storage that has that lock on it is the gun racks.
So
The
these
gun-
are the gun racks.
The gun racks are on the bridge. You will need both eye and thumbprint to open them if you have need of the gun racks.
Oh, these guys. Got it.
Yes.
What's this room?
Ping it for me.
That's the thing.
To the
This
top
room.
right.
Top right. That. So you have a planetfall capable vessel, and you will be delivering things to the surface of this world. This is the drop platform. So like literally, like if you don't want to go out through like the cargo bay, like when like the Star Wars spaceship lands and you see the ramp lower and then they walk out, that's that for
That's
you.
that.
Additionally, another thing you might want to care about is the life something, the LLVs, EEVs, extra whatever vehicles. Basically, this is the life. This is the oh shit pod.
Hopefully, we'll never
it can
have to
accept
do-
sleepers from the sleeper unit, and you can also get in there manually. You have one that can it has months of life support, and it has planetfall capacity. It's a really nice one because this is a Trinity vessel, and they don't want you to die.
Yeah.
You
How nice of
are not on the most traveled path, but based on scheduled shipping, it's almost certain someone would pick up your frequency and come help you. If it became a life support situation. As long as you can get to the EEVs and they're functioning perfectly fine. Of course, bear in mind, it is the AI's job to make sure that the EEVs are functioning fine before sending them off.
We gotta fix this fucking AI.
Right, so at this point, I think we pop out the initiative.
Yep.
Let's roll.
Are we doing cards or dice?
Dice.
We don't have cards.
Let's do
Yeah,
cards.
they have a button for cards. It doesn't actually work.
Wait, I want to try it. Can I try it?
You can't. It will put out whatever value it just asks for a value, and then you can insert whatever you want. Unless they've changed it recently. All right.
God.
Nice, Pat. Nice.
My.
Yeah, but not quite. Not quite. All right. So Officer X, and by the way,
You can just call me Zen.
Zen.
Officer X gonna give it to you.
Officer Zen, you do know that two things that everyone should know. One, while the AI is offline, you will not have universal map view. Two, I will turn line of sight back on.
Oh.
Two, you can move to one room and engage in action, or move 2 rooms. In the case of this corridors, I will make a slapdash call on an air quotes junction, normally 30 to 15 meters apart, for what constitutes air quotes a room. So Officer, Zen, you're in this room basically, and if you wanted to go to this room, that would be 1 room, and you could do a thing here. Or you could travel 2 rooms, because you can just walk into the vacuum, being a synth. And yeah, although I don't think you would have magnetic. Do you think that you would just wear your magnetic boots? They are a little clunky, but it does allow you to just tap a button and then you're bazooped to the floor.
I didn't realize that was an option.
Or do you think that you would?
Probably not. Maybe because this is something that's happens frequently. Just this time around, it just went bad.
Yeah, this is the 13th time, and this is the time it went bad.
Those damn humans and their sayings.
Yeah, so it is now your turn. You can move 2 rooms or 1 room and engage in a major action. And if you just want to do something like pick up something that's loose on the floor or something simple like that, I won't consider that. Yeah, I wouldn't consider that doing a thing.
Alright, I'm gonna call down to Jiang and say, Mr. Humor, do you think you can handle the medbay? Do you have your spacesuit?
Cool.
My spacesuit.
Because currently the medbay is in a vacuum. If you go in there without any protection,
Yeah,
you
no,
will
I know that.
either suffocate or get pulled out.
No, I know that. That's why on my turn I'm gonna go get the suit.
All right, Mr. Humor, if you're gonna handle that, I'm gonna try to go handle the cores.
Sorry if I I keep forgetting because you go by like Eon and then you go by Humar and I keep forgetting which one's my name. And they're both my name.
Yeah.
So
Now, so officer, so you're going to the ladder. Do you want to go down to the
The core room.
it just occurred to me we never did character introductions.
Oh, that's true.
But it's good. We I think we got a good intro. Who's the pilot? Who's the captain? Who can't shoot?
Oh shit! Wait. So down there, that's the reactor room.
Oh,
The AI core is the room that Pat is sitting in.
yeah.
I realize.
I thought all the cores were down there.
I think I literally said core.
Actually,
when describing
let's
this room.
post. Let's write down some of these locations because this map is big.
It is.
yeah. Currently, the drop platform and the EEV are labeled.
Mhm.
The reactor room. I think you said reactor core, and I just combined
Oh,
the
yeah.
two things together.
Yeah.
Please correct me if I label these wrong. All right. So what's the game plan, Mr. Zen? Officer Zen.
Well, Miss Quay is already. Sorry, Miss Quell is already handling the AI. I'm gonna come and help.
Giving her
you.
my best, Captain.
So, because I don't have the magnetic boots, I don't have any way to keep myself stable on in the vacuum, right?
Correct. Although there are lots of things one could grip onto. And right now, the explosive part of the decompression has occurred, and it's like you would not immediately be sucked out of that hole.
Okay.
Because there's not air left in that room to tear you out with it. But you would have to like push off of things and grab onto things. So it would be a bit of a parkour moment.
Okay. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go north 2 rooms.
Alright, you slide through the sleeper bay and you get to the room where the feed and this is like a hallway basically. You're in a hallway. So you pop 2 rooms north.
Yep.
Um,
And make my way towards the storage unit with the glue gun.
Alright,
So I can do spray.
you're making it there. Young, it is your turn. You see
All
that
right.
yeah, this place has gotten straight fucked.
Yep. So I know what I need to fix. Time to get a suit, and I go over to the suits.
Alright. So you can get there, and then you can either choose to go through the cargo hold or through this adjoining capacitor room.
Which one's faster?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cargo hold, in fact.
All right, through the cargo hold.
You pop out into the cargo hold. As you do, could you roll me an observation?
Yeah. I observe. Drum roll. Something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so,
What's it?
John, you notice that the main airlock control seems to be like weirdly like warped. Like the plastic like have you ever seen like melted plastic and how it frays at the edges and becomes discolored? It's got that.
That's the
lever?
airlock.
And the airlock
Yeah.
control. The airlock control right here.
Oh,
on
just
this
the
pillar.
control.
And the thing, like the lever that you're supposed to pull to like activate it, is like halfway out.
Oh.
Can I put that back? Like,
Would you like to? Yeah. So you moved 2 rooms, but you can come up to it and try and like push it in. It resists any motion in that direction. You suspect the mechanism has been compromised. You look, and it seems like there's
yeah,
like,
no
It
kidding.
seems like
When I
there's-
know this, when I see this, like when my next turn, I'm running to get that evac suit.
All right. And yeah, I will probably institute a running system involving mobility pretty soon because
Okay.
it's clear to me that distance is important. But yeah, so Gion, that's your turn. Elruna, you're in the room. Would you like to begin the core cycling process?
Yes.
You will have to check every core for physical malformities.
Mm-hmm. So I shut her down first, right? And then I check?
You don't do the reset until afterwards. The cores you're not
Okay.
checking will remain active.
Alright, I'm going to
So-
begin the core analysis phase.
Roll me a Comtech. Yeah. In fact, don't we have some sci-fi ass cylinders in this pack?
We do.
What are they called again?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my
Dang.
god!
I'm going to fucking push.
Ooh.
I'm stressing out in
It
here.
is just a stressful day, guys.
It
I
is
mean, it
just
is
a
a stressful
stressful
moment.
day.
You just needed your caffeine pill. You just needed the extra push. Let's see.
Thank
There we
God.
go.
Alright, so Elruna, it looks like you managed to get the cores in alignment. You find that one of them is junked. It looks like poor power regulation has resulted in an accidental frying of this core's connector. It could be fixed by someone with the time, expertise, and resources, but it will be much faster to just replace with a spare that you have in.
Where do we keep the spares?
The spare cores would actually be in the captain's room.
Oh. And I presumably have permission to enter that, right?
Yep.
I don't think we have, like, security.
Yeah. Now
measures like
you will
that.
only be able to get to one room over.
Okay.
But yeah, so you finish cycling the cores, and you know that only one of them is deformed. You take the deformed one, and you are presumably on your way to go get some more.
Oh, wait. Why does it say cores right here?
Oh, that's actually like the basically your star map.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't think that was cores. Cores are in the capture. Got it.
So you all are feeling pretty gangsta at this
Oh,
point in
for
time.
fuck's sake, Lee.
When you like hear like a weird grating sound, and the AI says, you hear the AI go, "Diagnostics file dumped, inaccessible. Please direct interface with the AI to view the diagnostics report."
Give me one fucking second.
Zen, it is presently your turn, and
Has
if you...
our AI always been this like tedious?
No, normally the AI would tell you exactly what was wrong.
Oh my.
And
It's this
most
core.
of-
It's this fucking core.
and like
Zen, can you translate this?
and 9 times out of 10, the AI would just fix the problem for you after and just inform you afterwards.
Oh no, this is what the future is like. We don't know how to live without the AI.
I
Yeah.
can try. My niece speaks mother, so I can try to translate.
Nice.
I'm gonna use
So-
bathroom
so
real
you wanna
back,
get to
but
me-
continue without me.
You want to get to the maintenance locker?
Nope.
All right.
Get my glue gun.
Yeah, you see a significant glue spray. It has a and it is considered a +2 tool with a air quotes power supply of 3. That's actually like basically its system for running out of glue. In the same way you have to roll power when you roll for a powered thing like a welding torch, you'll have to roll power for basically running out of glue after you glue something. There are 3 extra canisters of glue here. Each of them is large enough to constitute an item in inventory. But they don't count as that when loaded into the glue sprayer, which is its own item. It is fully loaded at the time. Do you take any additional glue tubes?
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Well, first, what else? What else do I see in here that I think is useful? Like anything that could,
So
magnetically hold me down.
You see, give me a quick observation. And also, yeah, okay. Well, you hit it anyway. Yeah, you see like kind of like beneath something in this box. You like pull it back and see like an EVA belt and clip. So there's like an EVA harness and clip that's here. And it's actually not an EVA harness, but it's a grav harness plus clip, and it is for the unlikely event that there is an artificial gravity disturbance. Now, your FTL drive in the Changed Stars universe is what generates the artificial gravity that you experience in your ship. So, of course, as long as that's active, a grav harness and clip isn't normally necessary, but sometimes during an emergency or during maintenance, it might be necessary to have them. And it looks like the last time they were necessary, someone just left it under this here. You can just take it and equip it if you'd like. And basically, there's like rails along the wall that you can clip this to.
I'll take the grav harness and clip and one extra canister of glue.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah. That's, you moved, and you, popped over the crate and looted some things, so I think that's your turn. Because they weren't just laying out. Gian, you are in the cargo hold. So, Cole, what course of action would you take?
Definitely running to get that evac. So.
Next.
So I run. Running and running. So how far can I go?
So you can pop 2 rooms. So you can go through the cargo hold and into cargo processing. Cargo processing is a room where you can basically take things to be scanned for various like things like structural stability or something bad, basically.
I guess I could use that if I have anything that I can actually.
Additionally, I will let you roll mobility. The catch will be that if you fail, rather than getting to go 3 rooms, you will only get to go 1 room.
What, do I like trip?
Yes, basically
I'm probably
trip.
gonna trip. Oh boy, I only have two, so that's probably not a good idea.
Okay, so you just want to take 2.
I mean, we're not completely life-threatened right now, so I'll go 2.
Now you move through the cargo processing room. As you step through the middle, all of these like cargo processors blink and scan, almost like they are scanning you.
Whoops. Well,
it doesn't really matter. It's
That's
more
weird.
just a blinking sound as you walk through.
how much radiation did I take?
You don't.
Okay.
You basically arrive in what is fundamentally the basically your air quotes science room. It's like the
I love
analysis
it.
chamber.
The science room.
It is El Runa's turn. El Runa. You
I'm on my way, guys.
So she's in between rooms right now. At this point, she's probably going to, untie the arms of her spacesuit, which are just tied around her waist, and she's gonna, strap her spacesuit on. Lisa's like, "Shut up, Pat."
Okay, so you're getting dressed?
Well, no, that was a joke mostly, but I am gonna do that at some point. Right now, I'm gonna focus on running. So, can I get into the captain's room to find the core?
You can get to the captain's room. Give me a mobility to try and very swiftly find the core, the replacement core.
Got it.
And
Yeah,
so,
that's
correct me if I'm wrong here, Shin, but one
Fuck.
one glue tube remains. Yes.
Ooh.
You said there was 3. I took 1 extra.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then 2.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Alright, I'm gonna roll
two,
panic.
two, oh, that's the wrong thing. 2 glue tubes.
Oh,
remain.
shit.
Okay, so you panic and you like shout, right?
Yeah.
Now this door is going to be closed, but even if yeah, so basically all that happens there is you gain an extra stress.
I scream into the void. The void does not respond. I scream
Yeah, 7
louder.
is a nervous twitch.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah,
unfortunate.
that's
And if something happens and we scream for help, no one would hear.
No, that's what happens in space, they say.
That's
So
how it
Elruna,
is.
that's your turn.
It's the world's turn. The world.
Zawaruda. Ah,
Hey, that
Zawaruda.
looks good. Right? What does it mean? The panic. The DM's rolling.
Right. So, you're looking around, Elruna, right? And you like twitch a little. And then it begins to look to you like the only unsecured thing in the captain's room is the chair. And you can't help but notice it looks like it's floating a little. And then your
No.
center of gravity seems to pull up. And you
Fuck,
seem to be
fuck.
floating a little.
Fuck.
And Officer XNLU, you are feeling the exact same thing, but less in your squishy organs because your organs are less squishy. And yeah, there is just some things that weren't fully secured in this room are now floating. And it looks like there has been a gravity malfunction. Unless you guys have a grav harness and clip, which are stored in EVA and which XNLU now has on him. Moving 2 rooms will require a mobility roll.
Sounds about right.
Officer, it is your turn.
Okay. I will make my way back towards the medbay. So, because I have the grav harness, I can move 2 rooms normally, right?
Yes. So you'll be back in the
1,
pod room.
2.
Alright, John, things are floating and shifting in a fairly telltale, oops, there's a problem with the FTL drive situation. Possibly even the reactor. And there's a gravity flummox. But you are 1 room outside of the EVA room, thankfully. So you can just very carefully skedoodle your way in there. You find yourself in here.
Yes. All right. Can I grab an evac suit?
Yes.
I grab an evac suit
Now,
and
so
I put it on.
yeah. So you have an EVA suit, and it comes with maglock booties. It does impose there's a -1 mobility, a +5 armor, mobility suit, heavy EVA suit for things we need to worry about, space debris or whatever. It's a very secure
sweet.
suit. You slide into it. You
Okay.
can also obtain you don't need to worry about a grav harness and hook because you have mag boots and an EVA suit. However, moving and getting into that is your turn unless you want to give me a mobility to pull the suit on really fast.
Why would I do that with even less mobility?
Well, no, this will be before you put the suit on.
Okay. You know what? I almost want to do these rolls just because.
Now,
it would be
Gian,
really
would you say that you've done this a lot? Is this something that you frequently do? Do you put on the EVA suit and do space shit a lot? You are a mechanic, a roughneck.
Well, I mean, I've done a lot of different things. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I've
Then I'll give you a
definitely done
+1 to
before.
this. I'll give you a +1 to this if you
Okay.
just.
So, I guess I'll do that mobility roll just for the giggles. And,
Okay, so
You
roll.
succeed, though.
Yeah, so roll me that panic.
I'm starting to get some existential dread. Maybe This is not a usual day of work. I've already popped a never sleep pill. But
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
actually managed to keep it together,
Okay.
and you can now move one room in your EVA suit because you got into it so fast.
Into the room of science.
The room of science. All right, Elruna, you are in a room, and you can either try observation again to find it and grab it quick, or you can just get it and only be able to move one room.
All right. I'm going to roll observation. That's a success.
You
Where is
see
it?
2 cores. One appears to be a fairly standard-looking one,
Hmm?
and the other seems to have an interesting print on the side, like a holographic lady.
Oh my god.
And it seems
Oh,
to
I
be-
don't know how that got there. That's not mine.
Do I recognize what that would be?
No, that's not normally something you'd see on an AI core. It's
Is
like
it
in the
a
back
functional
of...
AI core?
Yeah, it's a functional AI core. It's in the back of
Is
one
it
of the
closer
cabinets.
to me?
It's in the back of the top cabinet.
Okay. I grab it. Fuck it.
Yoink. Yeah, you have it, and that doesn't... So you can move 2 rooms now, if you're willing to risk the mobility, because you don't have a grab harness right now.
I do not have a grab harness, but I did take a couple of aerobics classes in 0G. So let's see if this works.
Alright, you hop out here, you kick, push, coast. After a double leg kick towards this door, and as the door grows towards you and you have the AI core in hand, you're like, and you make me a panic roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's funny as fuck
I
if you
love
drop
this.
it.
We're like half hour. Oh my goodness.
A nervous twitch? A nervous twitch?
I just keep getting twitchier.
I mean, we are on Twitch.
Hey!
So, yeah, you,
Hey guys, check out Twitch TV today.
This is what happens when I play a pilot who's not addicted to drugs.
Oh dear.
This is, I think, the first pilot I've ever played that's not addicted to
yeah,
drugs.
so you're,
I
so,
play pilot
yeah, so
basically every
Pat,
time.
that means your stress level goes up 1, as I think you might have already marked, because I think I see
I've
5
already-
stress.
Yeah, I've already bonked
And
it.
you've reached this doorway, and you managed to slide through it, although you're like inhaling, exhaling as you panic. I'm assuming these doors are going to be left open. So that's
Don't do
irrelevant.
drugs, kids.
And yeah, so you get 1, 2. Yeah, so you'll be able to move in and restart the AI, which will again turn line of sight back on. So I suggest you be taking a good look at the ship right now, everyone.
Lee, to let you know,
Mhm.
my character would have her suit on around her ankle,
You mentioned.
but her helmet is over here
Okay,
at her chair.
that is good to know.
Probably free floating at this point.
Yes. All right. Things continue as they were. It is Zen's turn. Zen, you are in the pod room. 1 full move will get you to right back outside the med bay with the glue gun.
Alright. Pat, please be killed with a Friday. She's very important. And I want to move towards the med bay.
Amazing.
With Friday, is that? Oh, the court. Yeah,
What?
this
No,
is
that's not mine.
stressful.
Yes. So you get back and you get to position. And John, is your turn. You are in the room of science.
All right. I'm going to actually. All right. Well, first, I'm getting to that room where I saw the airlock messed up. Can I move 2 rooms?
Yeah, you can move 2 rooms.
All right. I go to the cargo hold and
No.
Let's-
Yeah.
let's break out the tools and make sure this doesn't become a bigger problem.
Okay, so that'll require you'll need to do that at the beginning of your next turn to move 2 rooms then act. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. I assume I can't move another room. I will fire through the dispatch really quick. Like, hey, there's a problem in the cargo hold. I'm going to take a look at it. How are you guys doing?
Peachy,
Excellent.
or like Implawati, but the human saying's pretty
Yeah,
catchy.
Lurb, I know you're a big fan of the New Prey stuff. So
The
all right,
New
you
Prey
guys,
stuff?
the game. So Alruna, you pop into the AI room, and the doors automatically shut behind you. And do you begin the 24-hour reset process on the AI?
Oh, is it my turn still? Or is it again my turn? Wow, that went fast. Yeah, so I say over the intercom, everybody, just hold on to something, and if you don't have anything, hold on to your tails.
All right.
If there's nothing,
I'm
gonna
in the-
do it.
And with that, your little like wrist communicators, which was showing you like a heads-up display map of the whole ship, kind of go blank.
Awesome.
Oh,
Very
that's
happy that I went with the PDAT.
all right. So Gion's like, "Oh wow, this is gonna be a bad day," and so he's setting in the mood, or in his mood, and it's the oh boy, it's Monday.
Yep. So Elruna, give me a Comtech.
You got it. Fuck
You
yes.
managed to begin the restart cycle. This AI corp slides in just fine, and everything goes doo-doo, and the AI begins its rebooting process. And oh my, what's this? Has Pat made not just the on but also the off tile? I literally just remember that actually.
I do have a mother off tile.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh wait,
It's the same, but it doesn't have the bright, shiny yellow lights. So it's basically indistinguishable from a far view. But if you zoom in real close, you will see the difference.
oh
So
boy, I
subtle.
really hope I can take a look at it. Oh wait, I can't.
Look at that.
see
Look
this.
at,
Hey,
look at all that
wait, Cole,
subtle
wait.
beauty.
No, you can't.
Oh.
You can admire
Lovely.
you can admire its beauty from afar. Elruna, that is your turn.
I figured as such. Can I zip up?
Yeah, probably on like your next turn because you are
Okay.
engaged in a pretty strenuous activity at the moment. That is kind of like complicated and very important. to pay
Valid.
good
No,
attention
valid,
to.
valid. You don't have to explain it further. I know.
Mhm.
I'm doing what needs to be done.
So, yeah, fuck it. Let's play a game.
Interesting.
Haley, are we supposed to be able to see each other's token or see through? The other
I will
tokens?
say, can you?
Oh, wait,
Yes.
can we?
I will say you
Probably
can because you guys have like your wrist computers have cameras and you can share your feeds.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh well, at least we will never. Hey, if anything scary shows up in the ship, we won't know about it.
Yeah. So, Cole,
Amazing.
you hear an unfortunate like sound to your east.
Oh, an unfortunate sound. Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Officer Zen, you see like where your buddy's about to pop out. You hear like a ripping and tinking and like shredding of metal, and oh my, yeah, it looks like parts of that room have just entered decompression. You see that? And you know, the moments before the emergency shutters drop, sealing that passage.
Oh,
Oh, at the corridor.
Yeah, like at the door, like to your west,
Okay.
where Gian was coming from.
Oh, fuck.
oh, that's great.
Now, Gian, you do know that there is
Pretty
another way
not
into the
great.
med bay that is slightly closer
Yeah.
to you. It does, however, require entering into a maintenance room and then through a shaft.
Yeah. All right, I'll get to it in a second. Just
So Zen, you stand
thing at
before
a
it.
time.
There's still like a little bit of gas being sucked out into space from the tubes, but not much. Hopefully that isn't an important resource stored in the med bay that's being lost. But otherwise you're here.
Our oxygen tanks.
Hmm.
I don't need that.
Yeah, the door gives an initial deet deet that it won't let you in, and then it recognizes you as a synthetic member of the crew, and it then opens the door for you in spite of the terrain situation.
It's
So
presumably an airlock, right?
Yes. So it does snap shut behind him.
Mm.
I will use my glue gun to try to seal this hole.
Give me a maintenance. Give me a maintenance. Sorry, a heavy machinery +2. As you just like. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Does the maintenance jack help at all?
It could, but you're using a different tool that's giving you a better bonus.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, you
Ooh.
doop it.
Dope deployment of that tile. Holy fuck. I'm proud of you, Lee. That was
nicely
inspired.
done.
Inspired choice.
You
Whoa.
finally get it air sealed. You see lots of blinking red lights all around the med bay, saying things like like out of X, out of Y, out of Z. It doesn't seem to be very happy. Do you have any medical care?
I do not.
Then you don't recognize what any of it means. But you've moved, and you've moved one room, and you've taken an action, and the med bay is stabilized. It is no longer exposed, and it looks like the auto dock might still be working. Gian, it is presently your turn. This door will not open for you unless you try to force it open, because you are wearing a spacesuit, and I'm assuming you have at least some tools that are relevant to this. Oh, by the way,
Oh man, hearing all that crunching of metal. I mean, I'm not sure how.
one last thing you have to do for me, in the bottom left of your sheet, Shin, there is something called power. If you put 3 in that value and roll it for me, just to see how much goo is left in the gun.
I have a stun baton that's using my 5 power slot there.
Then
Can I use my water?
Yes, because I believe it will function the same way, and that's actually a pretty clever analog. You don't use too much.
I lose 1.
You do?
Don't I? Because I didn't have any success.
I thought the way that it worked was actually that what you're rolling is a stress dice, and you're trying to not get a 1.
Did
When
I
you
miss
get, and,
something?
and, and
Oh,
ones
that
get
makes sense.
ones get taken away.
Okay.
So you're hoping for no news is good news when you're rolling a resource. But
Okay.
yes, so Gion, there's a door between you, and then there's a shutter beyond that door. If the AI was
Yeah.
live, you could just call the AI and ask it to open them for you and override.
Yeah, no,
Unfortunately-
I'm not even worried about that because something was wrong over here, right?
Yeah, so you wanna give me a heavy machinery, and
That's the whole reason why I went this way.
this is
Yeah.
your ship. You've been around it. You've done many things. I'm gonna give you a heavy machinery +1. And do you have any relevant tools with you that might help you?
So yeah, we're gonna take care of this. I got the cutting torch. I got my tool belt.
You definitely think you're going to have to cut into some of it to take care of things. That is going to give you a +2. So this is a heavy machinery +2, and you will need to make a power roll.
Okay, how do I make a power roll?
In the bottom
right,
of your sheet,
it's
there's something that
this
says power, and I think a cutting torch's default power is 5.
Okay.
So put 5 into that power, and then click the power button.
Oh yeah, it does. It says power supply 5.
And will Cole be able to figure out what's going wrong here? Oh, yes, he will. But find out in 10 minutes as he loses 1 power from his torch. On Diesel Shot. Thank you so much, Casey. We have something that looks like remotely classy.
Guys, I did it. I drilled. I used the cutting thing, and oh boy, a lot of shit has happened. This is gonna be a long day.
Well, it's going to happen.
Oh,
We're all gonna
completely
survive
nobody.
it, right, guys?
Prey is a
we're gonna find out.
Prey is an air quotes franchise They ripped an old game's name. The guy behind a lot of cool stuff from Obsidian who left them because they screwed him wrote it. But it's like it's a sci-fi horror set entirely in one space station, first-person shooter, and it's sort of like a spiritual successor to System Shock. I will be right back. We're taking 10 minute break. Love you.
Oh man, he didn't drop the name. How are we supposed to get controversy views this way?
What are how do we get controversy rules?
Apparently, he was talking about somebody taking some other person's stuff. So.
Oh yes, exactly. Prey. It's hackneyed and somebody stole somebody's idea. Ha ha! Give us views.
We did it! Alright.
I'm good at this whole scene.
I can smell the views.
Imagine if I tried to be a Twitch streamer on my own instead of like piggybacking off of Lee's actual competency.
Oh no. Are we just gonna... I mean, I feel like you could pull off the e-girl, but...
I could pull off the e-girl thing, but I really couldn't do a good job of the actual, like, running of a Twitch stream, TBH.
I think the Twitch stream part of it would be really, really hard. But I
it
think
is
you
hard.
Pull off the e-girl.
Yeah. Lee and I do a lot of, like, actual teamwork on this whole affair, but, like...
Oh, yeah.
I would not be anywhere near as competent as Lee. Yeah, completely nobody. Thank you. Exactly. I get the views, but not from the like people who are actually interested in RPG
the views,
content.
Not the kind you wanted. Hey, but that's not how capitalism works.
I mean,
you gotta just get numbers. Bring in those numbers.
It's all about numbers. People are numbers.
High numbers.
You must acquire the most numbers.
Everybody's just one number. We need the most of them.
If you acquire enough numbers, you can win a Cubital!
What happens if I collect all 7 numbers?
My goodness, well, that would mean you have a lot of people.
The Dragon of the West will grant your wishes. Alright, hang on. I gotta get something to drink, because it is dusty.
I might as well just chill here. I've already eaten my dinner. For once. Usually I'm a late dinner eater. I fuck with the song. I'm so glad I found it. Who the hell did this song? Well, see, completely nobody. I would definitely, run something like that, but Twitch has a pretty pretty unavoidable policy with regards to that sort of shit. And on the Camgirl websites, I think everybody's like, you get actually more views if you just do chat-based. You know what? I wonder. It might be fun to do something on one of those websites just as a lark. I have no qualms showing my body off to the world. I'd have to get a whole bunch of like-minded people to rally behind me, though, because, I'd have to find a whole bunch of... Alright, it's gonna sound terrible, but, like, attractive, nerdy people who are interested in doing the same thing. Because, like, if we're not gathering, like, attractive, nerdy types, then nobody's really gonna view us. But I don't want to be, like, crass like that. And honestly, I enjoy the game where it's like, you get to play your idealized character. You don't have to worry about, like, actually what you look like. Especially considering I have such low self-esteem. for my own personal, body. So it's the way we do it right now is kind of nice in that I don't feel pressured to dress up or do anything special. I do because I like to, but it's not like I feel pressured to do that. I just like dressing up. So I wouldn't really want to run something where I'm pressuring people to dress up and pretty themselves up. Yeah. But see, if I could get a couple like-minded people, I don't know. I'd consider running something like that. I'll let you know if I do. I would definitely. So I think everybody here knows I've hosted lewd games before. In fact, that's how Lee and I met. I think Lee's kind of a little shy about admitting that's how we met, but I'm very public about that fact. Lee was one of my players when I ran lewd campaigns, and it was a fun time. I have not done a lewd campaign in honestly almost a year now. I think I ended that when I started doing Wistmore super seriously, which was like October. Oh goodness, completely nobody. I understand. All that said, I actually Twitch streamed my lewd campaign for a little bit, but my actual Twitch, like my Danielle Long account, is like a total nobody. So I'm never expecting to actually. I'm not an affiliate on that. I'm not expecting to get taken down by the Twitch police. But I was very public about that lewd campaign for a bit. I think everybody was kind of a little awkward about the fact that I was Twitch streaming it, but they didn't want to say. And then when I was like, I'm gonna stop Twitch streaming it, they were like, oh yeah, cool. I was waiting for this to happen. And I'm like, well, you probably should have told me when I asked you if you were comfortable streaming on Twitch. Like,
I come back to
Also, completely nobody. Those kind of exist, but they just use, what is it? It's not Mixer. It's that other. No, I think it might be Mixer actually. Yeah, they just use things that aren't Twitch because of looser terms of service.
Yeah. No.
Basically, the moment that you actually start handling respectable credit
That
card
was nice.
handlers, they have a pretty strong no drugs, no porn rule, and they will drop you if they feel you violated it to support all of the money tied up. So that's one part of why Twitch has. I mean, I'm not excusing what Twitch does in some instances, but overall, why they have what would appear to be kind of draconic or prudish policies, because the payment processor will drop them, and they're already. I mean, there used to be a net 30 payment. There used to be a net 60 payment. You used to wait 2 months to get your fucking payout. Now you only have to wait 15 days, but that's still 15 days. And then there's always people processing bits and subs and doing whatever they're doing.
I won't lie, I would kind of be interested to do something like that. But there's obviously a lot of things in place, making that not super feasible.
It just can't happen on Twitch.
Yeah. And also, I'd really have to find some, genuinely like-minded people who are, totally okay with exposing their bodies and playing D&D, for whatever reason. So, this is probably not going to be, a very common occurrence. Not to be, one of the people who's like, I'm not like the other girls. But, I don't know that I've met somebody who is quite as simultaneously nerdy and interested in exposing one's body while clad in latex. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there though that are like that. I just
Oh
haven't-
yeah, no, are you kidding me? Like,
I just have not had the
browse
pleasure
Twitch,
of interacting
browse
with them
Twitch.
too prolongedly.
But yeah,
Browse Twitch. Why would I ever do that?
okay, fine. But Gion is back. Well, what? Gion's not back. I am. I spoiler warning, everyone. He fixed it.
My. We love you completely, nobody. I'm not actually gonna ask you to support my fucking fans only or anything. I think I'm fine with Twitch for now.
Oh yeah, that was a. We actually don't do that anymore, but yeah, there was. I think that was like a Tuesday night group. Things always get freaky on Tuesday nights for some reason. John is actually guest hosting starting next week. Hoy, which is going to be on City of Hearts, and it's going to be a 2 or 3
Wait, Cole
session
is?
Rosenkrieg world. No, I am.
Oh, you said Gian. I thought you said Gian.
Okay.
Also, that's been bugging me the whole night. The name fits the Thran conventions, but the way you're pronouncing it, it doesn't.
Is it Gion?
That's how the Thran would pronounce it. But
So,
at the same
Gian.
time, there's like 3 different languages that aren't Thran slang that the Thran are very frequently prone to speaking. So
fair,
this could
fair.
just be a name in one of those
Gian.
languages.
Cole's back. We love to see it. Mr. Thomas.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay. I'm gonna grab another drink, but I'll be right back.
Alright. God damn it. Alright. Cole. You finally get one person back. Cole, you're muted. We can't hear you. You're in the browser.
Okay.
We hear you now. You managed to fix it, and you get a 1 success. 1 extra success you could stunt with.
No one's looking, so I just do a little small twirl with the
Amazing.
cutting. Well, you can't do a twirl with a cutting torch.
You show off to yourself. And by the way, your power value goes down to 4.
Yeah, I did that.
Awesome. So, John, you do that, and you can
Ooh.
move.
I haven't rolled that
Maybe.
panic roll though, so.
Oh yeah, you got to roll the panic roll. Oh no, hold on, no, you don't. Sorry. Not when it's a power roll. Not when it's a power supply thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
But yeah, so you've done a thing. You can also move 1 room. But this door isn't responsive right now, so you can only move to the north if you'd like.
Yeah. I'll just go north.
have
I
to
think
cargo
the
processing.
computer. Oh, sorry, I was dragging. Oops.
I think we got rated, but it didn't tell us who we were rated by.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we jumped up to 11 and now we're down to 8 again.
Oh well, thank you, whoever it is. Gion. Gion, you come up here. What else do you do? No, sorry, you didn't actually move. All right, Pat. You've started the AI core reset process.
Yup, I zip up all the way up.
Oh yes. Now, for quickly getting into a spacesuit, it is a mobility roll. However, you already have your legs in it, so can I get a mobility +3?
Yay! See, this is what I'm happy to see. Yay!
Now, did you roll only stress dice?
Wait, how the fuck did I do that?
You only rolled stress dice.
Let me just.
No way.
I don't know why that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take the first one, but
Okay.
well, actually, the first one didn't actually, but it was all whatever. Roll me a panic.
Okay, fine. You're so mean.
Oh my gosh, really?
What's that?
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow.
you slowly slide in, and then you seek cover. You have to use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. The lights all go dim and just feel so dark and lonely in the AI room. And you're like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta take cover.
I gotta get that shit out of here.
Your stress level goes down by 1 though.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you actually do go down a stress level.
See, Lee, may I interpret this as my place of cover would be my helmet?
Yeah, you're running for the helmet. So you get into this
Yep,
room,
that's
and
what
then
I'm
you
doing.
get to the pilot's seat, and you bloop your helmet, and I can upload your. Or did you already?
Oh, yeah, I can change my character's token real quick.
Yeah. So that was that. This is now the turn of Zawarudo. You do see Pat at these consoles, blinking lights saying.
Mhm.
Hitch pressure untenable. Hitch pressure untenable. Hydraulics failing. Hydraulics failing.
Oh, fuck.
No
Yeah.
big deal.
You also notice something really quick. You have basically your space speedometer, and it looks like you are rapidly decelerating.
But that takes effort.
Yeah.
Are we
Here's the
Viewing
thing.
something out front?
It's the FTL.
Oh, so that operates on a weird, its own sort of thing.
Your FTL rating looks like it has functionally been cut in half.
Fuck. I suppose that means we won't get quite as fucked over if we get hit again.
The problem, of course, is that the thing behind you isn't so sure about that whole decelerating thing because it still has just as much force on it.
Oh, God. Lee, I popped my new
Yep.
token out. Me in a suit. Alright, well, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. I would relay, ooh, are the intercoms working still?
Mm-hmm.
Are the intercoms working still at all?
Yeah. You can talk to
Yeah,
each other
right.
and see through each other's cameras.
I would blast on the intercoms. Hey, we're slowing down, but the package isn't. Some fucked shit. We're in for a ringer.
And I think you're like the last person in the turn order. Nothing else happens in Zawarudo. It is the good marshal's turn. You have just gooped a hole.
So I don't see any immediate problems besides flashing computer monitor saying we're low on or out of something.
Yeah, it just seems like, this might be a longer term usability of the medbay issue, but it detects that it is now sealed, and it starts putting air into this room again.
Alright, over the comm say medbay's fixed for now. It is a temporary fix, but for now I'm gonna move on to our armament problem, unless something else is more pressing. And I'm gonna head out.
Alright, and so
Head
you can
to
get
the
there,
northeast.
and then you can get to like here. Alright.
So the armament debris jamming, is that an inside thing or an outside thing?
So, the locking, it's an inside thing. It is at the tube that you were at earlier, but you're going to need to cut that thing open to see what the problem is. You don't yet know what the problem is.
Okay.
Yeah, so you moved. Elruna. You are at. Hold on. What? No, it's Gion's turn. Gion.
Yep. Let's go. I'm going through the halls slowly but surely.
All right. The door to your east opens up, and to the north is the bridge. To the south is a little capacitor room between rooms, and to the east
Oh,
is
I
further
can't
towards
see.
maintenance.
I can't see through there. Is that because it's all closed off?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll remove the light layers in nearby doors
Okay.
because you would know what's behind them.
Oh, wow.
But you know that there is, from Shin, you know that there's problems with this room. So this door is not going to open for you unless you force it to open.
I better fucking check it then. Well, actually, wait. My next focus was that med bay. I'm going to call through the dispatch and see if anybody went to the med bay. Though I guess I would see through the cameras.
Well,
so.
I think Zen called it in.
Zen, where are you going next?
I'm sorry, I just realized I was muted. I called out that the medbay was fixed. I was gonna head to the armament fix next. or armor problem.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the hallway because the problems just don't stop. And I go into the hallway.
So which hallway? Oh, okay. So down here. Now give me a heavy machinery. You can get a +2 from a welding or a +1 from a maintenance jack.
A +1 for my what again?
Maintenance jack. If you have a maintenance jack.
Yeah, I think. Let's do the.
It's the sort of thing that would be lying around in the maintenance locker.
Okay. I still have four power supplies left, and I might not actually blow it this time. So I'm gonna use the power cutter, and let's do this.
Roll me a panic as you do manage to get this door open.
This day is just really not going my way, guys. As I'm thinking to myself.
I believe you tremble, and that means...
It means I need to
all
pop
rolls
into
your
another
agility
stuff.
suffer -2 modification until your panic stops.
When does my panic stop?
That is... I'm not
You
sure.
have to have not a medical check,
But
or maybe it was a medical aid.
Mhm.
One of the medical aid thing was to calm people down, or it was empathy.
So I'm just permanently in panic mode right now, right?
Yeah, you freaking fuck out.
Okay,
Someone's
yeah.
gonna have to,
So
someone's got to call
this-
you and
this-
tell you to calm the fuck down.
oh wait, don't I gain a stress for that?
No.
No, doesn't trigger more stress, actually.
Oh.
So,
Oh, okay.
Gian, you come into this capacitor room. You see a little readout that says that power levels are fluctuating slightly, but within normal parameters. And you see there are holes here, small enough that you don't need a glue gun to
What's
cover
actually
them.
wrong
You
here?
could actually go and solder them each shut, but because it would require so much fuel from your gun, if you were to use your soldering gun, it would require 2 power rolls to see how much you've used up.
That's fine. Okay. Well, I mean,
But that is your turn.
yeah. This is enough for one turn.
Elruna.
Just-
Roll me either an observation or a comtech as you are at your console.
Yeah. Let's go with the one that I can actually do.
Okay. So, so you determine that there is a reactor flux issue. It's causing the issue with the gravity, and it is causing the halved speed.
That makes
It's
sense.
going to require fixing the FTL speed is going to require extensive work, like a shift's worth of work. But if the reactor flux isn't solved sooner than later, it could continue to cause electrical problems throughout the ship.
So, Lee, can you ping without, obviously I can't see the entirety of the ship, but I would know where this is. So where's the reactor?
Yeah, it's in the bottom. It's remember when you walked out of the pod room? There's a ladder.
Okay. So it's down here.
Yeah, it's down the ladder.
It's southeast of you.
All right.
More or less.
Can I see... Oh, I can see through their comms.
Yeah.
I can see through his comms. I'm going to say,
Yep.
hey, get the reactor going. Get the reactor.
Yes, ma'am. I can focus on that before the armament.
Much appreciated. Far more important than the guns.
What's more? Oh, sorry. That's what the future said. What's wrong with the reactor?
It's currently fluctuating. Will need to be reset.
Yeah, it needs to be reset.
I can push the big red button.
I'm imagining that's how it's gonna play out. I'm not a specialist on this though, so I defer to you.
Yeah.
I fly the old gal, but I'm not quite sure how her engines work.
Things continue. Zen, you are conveniently right by the ladder down to the reactor at this point in time.
I will go down this ladder.
You slide down, fireman style, and before you is the see-through door where you can see the reactor. Seems to be arcing a little blue lightning around, but nothing you can't handle.
I checked. I don't have any severe metal objects protruding out of my body, and
Yeah.
I head in.
All right. Alien. Now, just check. Do synths get radiation? I don't think they do.
I have not read anything about synth and radiation. I'm assuming they do get affected, but probably not the same way.
All right. All right. So right now, you are a little exposed, but otherwise fine. There are 3 panels around here. You know that you're going to have to go to each one of them and pull them to properly reset the reactor. So you know the sequence is, as for our purposes, top, right, down. So walking towards the first one, a little lightning, a little arc strikes where it shouldn't. Can you give me a stamina roll?
Hey.
Okay. You managed to step away just in time, and you have pulled 1 lever. Ba-dink. It does it why it doesn't cause you a problem. You've moved 2 rooms, and you just pull the lever because it's not that hard. It is now Gion's turn. Gion. You have gotten this door open, and you see the broken shit to your south. So, what is the play, Cole?
Okay. Well, time to just. I guess can I just walk in, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, time to patch some of these holes up. Do I notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, there were lots of micro debris impacts, and they skittered about. Things bounced around, messed up the tiling. That's
Are there
gonna be-
any air levels in here? Is it usual?
The air is leaking.
Okay, yeah, we definitely want to patch this.
Give me a heavy machinery +2 if you are gonna have to use the torch actually, because that's how you're literally
No,
sealing
I'm
each other.
definitely using the torch.
And with how to seal all the holes, you will have to make me, if you succeed, 2 power rolls.
Okay,
Actually, that's
let's do that. And in fact, let's pop another pill.
Now,
Oh my.
can you just infinitely jack up your stress with Never Sleep?
Oh, is that how it works? I'm sorry.
I
It
believe
might not work that
have a
way.
limited use of it, or at least at one point in time until you actually sleep.
What's the time period? Let me read it. Never sleep. How many times can I use never sleep?
Never Sleep. Each excessive use can cause a stroke or heart attack. Each dose increases your stress level, but removes you need to sleep for 1 day. During that day, you cannot read. Yeah, so what you can do is you pop the pill, right?
Yeah.
Roll me a stamina
All right. Here goes another one.
with your stress already increased.
Pop. Stress increases. Stamina roll.
Right.
Oh
so,
my god.
roll me a stress real quick. As you feel like a tightening around your heart, and like you can feel like you're.
How many stress dice should I roll?
You just hit the panic button. There's a
Oh,
button.
I thought you meant roll a stress die. You mean roll panic.
Yeah, you managed to keep it together though, and you are now free to start soldering.
Let's go.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Now roll me 2 power rolls as you manage to patch everything up.
All right. I got 1 power left, guys.
All right, and yeah, you see. So like the aesthetic damage to the rubber tiles is still done, but you managed to patch up the actual like problems with the spaceship here.
Good.
And there's an emergency shutter down that should be lifting, but the AI isn't on, so it isn't telling the emergency shutter to lift.
We can leave that for now.
Yeah. So that's your turn.
Unless the leak in this area is done.
Well, actually,
All right.
you've done an action. You can move 1 room. The only room
All right.
door that's like accessible is to the north, but you know.
Yeah, I'll since Zen said he was done with that area, I'm not going to worry about it. So I go up,
All right.
and I report
Well,
that
you get
I
one.
sealed the holes in that area. And what's next on the list, guys? How's it looking? Where are you guys at?
Alruna, you know a few tricks to juice what you can from the FTL drive, because right now, like, the thing is like your space trailer hitch is about to splinter like a twig, and that's gonna have
That's
a lot of
not
bad
good.
Yeah. So you can give me a piloting roll to keep that from happening. Do you have any what are your what's your piloting talent?
My piloting talent is actually, I know this thing like the back of my hand. I've flown many trips in this ship, and I know it pretty much in and out.
Nice. Now, does that give you like bonus to end anything to do with it, or?
Two piloting checks with regards to this ship.
Then give me a +2 piloting.
Okay. Let's see. Modifiers 2. Submit.
All right, yeah,
Nice.
you managed to do it. And what do you use your stunt for?
I do it quickly.
You very quickly you feel a straining. The ship buckles a little, but you are buying time to repair the hitch. Additionally, you look like you're going to have to drop out of FTL in deep space because you're not going to survive an EVA walk at FTL.
That's damn straight. Yeah, I take it out, if I may.
Yeah, you can normally the AI would handle that procedure, so you're gonna have to give me a comm tech to do that.
Oh joy. I don't get any bonuses from having had several stunts on Comtech rolls before.
You said to do something. I think you got a bonus to a similar roll later, but I think that had to do with handling the AI.
Okay. Well, I succeed. I also lose my fucking shit.
Yeah, give me that panic roll.
Well, we don't know. You might hold it together.
I highly doubt that, friend. Yeah,
Nope.
let's see. What's
Yeah,
that be?
So with an 8, you tremble, and that is a -2 to your agility until you stop panicking.
Do we have any nap leave in this ship?
Oh well, you probably
Over the
do.
med bay,
You probably
In
do
the
in
med bay?
You probably do in the med bay.
which is not fit.
Tremble goes up a stress, right?
Yeah. No, wait, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Tremble does
Oh.
not.
Yeah,
It's just a -2 agility.
Okay. Well, I might want to get some fucking nap relief.
Alright, officer, now would be a time to remember that you hear like a tremble in the voice of your compatriots, and you know that you can, as like one of the things you move a room and do, give them an order. You can, while you're walking around here and taking care of this, also give them an order if you want, because you're not having to move between rooms. You can basically do two things. You can give an inspirational speech to one of them as you're going around pulling levers.
Yeah, I'll do that. Or instead of the speech, can I pull 2 levers? Or just
Yeah, you can go for the 2 levers, and you'll have to make me a stamina roll, as
How
the
human
environment
are you?
in here is getting a little ch-ch.
yeah. I don't think my speech would be very inspiring when I'm getting radiation poisoning? Question mark?
Indeed.
Can you get that?
I don't know. There's my stamina
Well,
roll.
find out.
Alright, yeah, you succeed. And as you come to the final one in the sequence, its capacitors are not firing properly for this procedure. So you managed to get this one. But the final one is giving you trouble. Can you give me a heavy machinery?
And I'm assuming the maintenance jack is helping me.
Yes, a maintenance jack would help you in this instance. You're like, crank that.
A...
All right, and with that, it pops, and Pat, you feel that the core problems look like they are coming back under control. Although the FTL rating issue will have to be fixed over like many hours hard labor. And that is XN. You managed to finish all that in pretty good time. I'd say you got a stunt on that stamina. You can move one room if you'd like.
Yeah, I will go back to the ladder room
All right,
and
all right, all right.
call reactors up and running again. Let's get this baby going.
All right. Now, Gian, you are in the capacitor room. Tell me, what course of action do you take? Cool.
We're going. We're going. But I mean, do I have another task now?
We have the armament that's being jammed still. We have
I
the
guess.
FTL that's still on the fritz.
Wait, where's the? Okay, so the armament is which one's closer, basically.
It's relatively to the east of you. And
They're both to the east of me, aren't they?
well, the FTL's actually I don't know where the FTL.
The FTL work will need to be done in the maintenance engineering room.
All right. So where is that?
It is up. Boop, boop.
Up, also to the east of you.
Okay, and the armament is
Also there, but further.
all right. Then that way I go.
All right, so you can
Over
pop out
here.
one. You can pop out two.
Can I go in there?
You can. You're in the doorway.
All right, moving was my whole turn, and I didn't even make it. All right, here we go.
You can make me that mobility if you'd like. At a mobility -1.
You know what?
You will trip if you don't.
You don't have any stress on you, so.
No, he does.
Oh wait, no, you do. Never mind.
Oh, I got
Okay.
all the stress in the
You have a
world.
lot of
You also have a
stress.
-2 agility from Tremble.
Is it wait -2? No, I can't do that. It's like
So I think you're at a
I'm
point where you
kidding.
might have
I'll just-
negative.
I lumber through the hallway like, oh gosh, here we go.
I don't think you can be
Over the
reduced
hall.
below 1 base dice.
Oh, is it?
I think. that might be
So,
it.
anyways, my turn ends because I'm just
You're
moving.
lumbering. Or,
On my way, guys.
Oh, Runa, it is your turn. You see that the situation with the hitch is still not great, and you've successfully brought everyone out of FTL.
Oh, fantastic.
Indeed. There is one issue, however. You see that there is a deep space object ahead of you on a perpendicular course. At this point in time, you will hit it in half an hour.
Oh my god. Can
However,
I,
you
change
have
course?
you have time to change course. However, changing course with the extreme pressure on the hitch behind you will all very greatly risks snapping the hitch.
Can I do it gently as shit?
You may attempt it. You might require more than one success to actually succeed at this.
It's a good thing I know my girl like the back of my hand. I'm gonna risk it. That was a bad call.
Roll me a panic.
I mean, you still got the success.
Fuck.
You manage to keep it in control. You have put the ship on a course to prevent it from intersecting the deep space object. There is not enough light to see anything on it, other than to... And you don't have a good scan on its composition because the AI is offline. Although if you wanted to on your turn, you could try scanning it to see what it is.
Okay, but more importantly, what's the deal with the hitch? Am I going to be able to make a secondary piloting roll next shift to ensure that it doesn't get janked, or have I screwed us?
You see there is splintering. The hitch is definitely permanently damaged, and that's not going to be undone by piloting, but it's not fully broken. That being said,
So
you
a
have
successful piloting roll next round will potentially ensure that it doesn't get broken all the way.
not doing any piloting rolls is the best way to not damage it anymore.
Okay, so I'm not on the course for the ship or for the object, and our cargo is not falling off yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what am I doing next?
Well, you know that someone is going, at least one person is going to need to do a spacewalk to the hitch to make emergency repairs.
Shift Z me real quick. It's good thing I'm wearing my suit.
Mhm. Now, you know that you could get there from either the airlock or the drop pad, but the fastest way would actually be through the cargo hold's own airlock.
Where do I get like a repair gun?
2 rooms from where you are in the maintenance locker.
And
Past the
where's
captain's
the
room.
closest exit from there?
That would literally be then 2 rooms away from the drop platform.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you can move 1 room.
All right. I blast
The
into
gravity
the,
is still fucked.
Sorry? Yeah, no, I'm going to jettison myself over here, so I'll give you a mobility roll real quick. Yeah, damn straight I do. Alright, on this stunt, you know what? I'm going to show off to just myself. I'm going to do some backflips.
Alright.
Oh, you fly
You
dog.
do some backflips, you pop into the captain's room. Yeah, what a shame. Really, what a shame. My condolences.
Oh, fuck.
So, all of your comms with each other, just, wink out.
Bloody hell. So I have my uplink terminal, 1d6 flares, PDAT, and a diagnostics device. I did not take the portable radio. I'm kicking myself for that now. Alright, I guess it's no longer my
the
turn.
the only exception to this is that Shin, if you are within, depending upon how many walls are between someone, 30 to 60 meters of someone on your crew, that will ping you. That will ping you like them, and you can open communications because you are kind of your own walking miniature comm server.
Yay.
So yeah, it is now your turn. You're at the base of the reactor ladder, and you know that your comms are dead.
Alright, I'm gonna go up the ladder.
Awesome. At the top of the ladder,
Hey,
you
real
see
quick,
your boy Gion, and establish a comms link with him. Although you could literally just like shout at each other.
I mean, did I sound too energetic? I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be like
Trembling,
on
yeah.
2 pills
Yeah.
right now, and I'm trembling.
Yeah, you see your boy Gion is like having a hard time. He's almost trembling through that doorway to maintenance.
How's you
Mr.
doing?
Eeyore,
Okay.
do you need some nap relief from the medbay?
Yeah, I might need some.
Alright, I'm gonna go and get that so I can get you to be okay. After that, I'm gonna go to the armament and try to fix that.
I mean, don't worry too much about it. I'm fine. Really. I just. gotta
I'm
get
also
some-
worried about Miss Quo. We don't know what her situation has been.
Is she
we'll make
not
our
in
way
our
back to the
dispatch?
medbay.
Oh, I thought we said it. I thought she
Sorry.
replied. Oh no.
Yeah, so you make it to the medbay. Around sometime going around this corner, you lose your comms connection to Gion, but you see, there's like a cabinet where the nap relief is. You're not even gonna have to use an action when you get in there. It is Gion's turn. Gion, what's the play?
All right. Well, now that I heard a response, it's hitting Gion that everybody's probably hasn't heard his comms for the last couple minutes, but that's no problem because hey, that's when the job needs to get done, he gets the job done. What's going on in here?
This is the maintenance room. Nothing seems to be visually the matter. Although, you could give me an observation roll if you wanted. You do notice that some of the lights that are normally on around the FTL drive are not on right now.
Oh boy.
And you also notice that you think that if you use your maintenance jack on this and then this capacitor, you would be able to force the conduits through and potentially juice the FTL rating for a little. It could be risky, but it could help you in terms of your FTL speed faster than hours of work.
Let's not worry about speed. Let's worry about getting the ship under control. I go to the door.
Yeah, a little delay in our trip is not going to hurt us.
All right,
We wanna
Gian,
make sure that we're
the
not
door
dying.
opens, pops open, and you see Alruna in the middle of doing, I don't know, like the mid-air 0G splits as she's like, dancing around.
Oh,
I-
hey, what's
Huh?
is the grav off? What happened?
Yeah, the grab's been off. I didn't expect you to walk in on me while I was doing backflips and splits and shit, but I
I
rolled really well on my mobility.
cool shit. Well, I went to the wrong room. Oops.
All right.
Wait.
And so then, all right. So you've gone 2 rooms. Alruna, it is now your turn.
Oh, wonderful. So on my turn, once I'm done doing, mid-air splits and shit, I'm gonna head out towards that main locker and pop the door open and kind of head out here. Now, do I have to make another mobility check?
You want to move? You just want to move through the maintenance locker. You don't want to get anything while you're there.
Oh, fuck yeah! No, I want to grab. So presumably that mobility goes towards me grabbing
A welding torch.
a welding torch. Yeah.
A welding torch without having to spend your action on it, so you can move too. All right. Give me a panic.
Yep. Okie doke. And the panic goes a little like. Ah!
So you again are trembling. And did you take the -2 to your agility modification
No,
that you have because you're both Gian and you
so
are
is it
trembling?
So is it now double -2?
I don't believe
I
it's
don't think it
stacks.
stacks. Yeah, I don't think it stacks. But you're trembling bad. You and Gian look at each other like you're just trembling like fuck.
Like.
Yeah, and all right. So Shin, you managed to pop into the mid bay and like get everything so fast that you don't even have to like consider yourself as entering that room. So you still have 2 rooms of movement remaining. You've got like bottles of nap relief. You've got nap relief for days.
Oh shit! Nice.
I will go back
Yeah, so that's 1 room traveled.
and I saw
The
Mr.
last
Humo
you,
go into the
you
northwest.
saw him entering that door.
I'm gonna
So
head towards
yeah,
that.
so you get to like here, and Gian, it is your turn.
Okay. So I can do this. I'm just shaking. No problem. I make my way to wherever the problem is in here.
So there's not a problem in here, but you do know that beyond is the loading tube that you were told is malfunctioning and will need to be cut open.
So I move 1 more room.
You see it? Yeah. Do you want to give me a maintenance to start taking it apart?
All right. I crack my knuckles really quick. Take a deep breath and let's save this battery on this blowtorch. I'm gonna take
A maintenance jack and only a +1.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna use just the +1 today.
Give me a panic.
Oh boy, all that prep for nothing.
You
right.
keep it
Can
together,
I-
but you don't really make progress.
Oh wait, I
You
can't push.
can't
because I
push when a
panicked.
panic symbol comes up. Elruna, it is your turn. And
Wonderful.
actually, I think you managed to get through to this room. last time
I
because of.
think I would have, yeah.
Mhm.
So, to the north,
And
right?
through the doorway, I think Zanu, you actually do see, or yeah. Oh, actually, no, you can see it on your turn. You walk in. Yeah. So this is the drop platform. You open the doors, and yeah, there's some things like grab harnesses or whatever else in here, but mostly not that much. And you can.
I'm gonna grab one of those, but I think I'm going on a spacewalk.
Mhm.
It's probably not gonna be overly important until I get back.
Yeah. So you want to step onto the platform and like lower yourself.
Presumably, I'll have a tether of some sort, right?
Mm-hmm. There are tethers that you can extend from.
Yeah, like the fuck. Do you think I want to float around in space for years? No, I'm gonna grab a tether.
Yeah, so there are 3 tether ports.
Back myself into one, and then I jettison myself out the opening platform.
All right. So you lower the platform. And yeah.
Smooth.
You
Time to go
are exiting the ship. It is Zawarudo's turn. And
I mean,
You,
I would vote for
yeah.
just leaving the robot to go outside, but
You know what? Robots
I
otherwise
don't
are
appreciate that kind of language.
Shin, you walk into the room, you see that Gion is trying to fix the feed, and he's not having great success.
Our synthetic human friend is, not a robot.
So you can pop an extra room and then help him on his next attempt.
Yep, I'm gonna come over and assist as much as I can and hand him half the nap relief I got.
All right, Cole, it's your turn. And by the way, through these windows, you do see that the platform is lowered, and yeah, Gion, you have some nap relief. You see that there is a problem in here with Sorry. Okay, so you have the nap relief. You have the officer's assistance. What is your skill, officer? In
what sense?
heavy machinery.
I have a 1, but I have 6 strength, so I have 7.
Okay. Gion,
Yeah.
if you want to do this, accept Officer Zen's help, you'll gain an extra 1 modifier on top of whatever tool you deploy. And do you take the nap relief?
not quite yet. I still have the job to do.
All right. Give me a heavy machinery plus 1 modifier, plus 2 overall, unless you're going to use the torch, in which case plus 3 overall.
All right, +2. Let's go. It's just a normal day, guys. Just a normal day.
My character can't hear you, but she'd probably insist.
I'm pushing
that
it.
You can push. Now gain a stress and push.
I believe in you, Mr.
Oh, I
Humar.
forgot to add 2, but
Give me a panic.
anyways. Let me do that panic, and
You
it's
managed to keep
good,
it together.
guys.
So yeah, you determine that the stunts aren't looking pickle in this situation. So you managed to determine that the loading tubes have come loose from their gear lock on the bottom of the ship. You're going to have to take a spacewalk to fix this.
Oh gosh, it just never ends, does it? Okay. Well, as long as I fixed it up here,
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Zen know. And do you think you can
Yeah, I
do
think
the
I can
thing
handle
with the spacewalk? Because I gotta check the armory.
So this is like the weapons problem that you just.
Oh, I'm sorry. The other room. I lost track. There's so many problems.
Yeah, so I will say what you do know is okay.
Siri, put it in my planner. Please.
Yeah. So Elrune is out of the ship. Gion, so you're talking about going somewhere else. The ship's AI dings on way sooner than expected, and you guys regain
Siri
audio
turned
communications, but not video communications. Instead of a video communication like a feed from your friends, you do see like an AI woman who says, "Friday protocols activated. Emergency AI single core activation. I am thinking. Observation. Splinter, dangerously close. Observation. Simultaneous stabilization necessary. Observation. Incoming debris. Observation.
What?
Incoming debris. Gun empty. Recommend checking fourth lateral vertex on exterior of vessel lower side for gear shaft connection on tubes. I am stabilizing. Once the feed is resumed, I am thinking, able to gun down the incoming debris."
All right. Well, while she's thinking, I'm definitely wanting to move. But
Yeah, you're still trembling. Do you take that? Do you take them drugs?
yeah, I'll take. All
Pop a
right.
nap
Well,
relief and
promise
go
never
to
stop.
zero
Huh?
stress. You
I'll take
stop
that nap
trembling.
relief.
You guys see Elruna has already disappeared out into the bleakness of the void. Do you guys like go? So like, all right. It sounds like, well, from what the AI is telling you, it will require more than one person to successfully complete the job she has gone to do, and there's another job to do on the underside of the ship, which, if not completed before the debris arrives, you know. What's your play?
Is Pat in range of my comms?
You've regained audio comms with everyone.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, when the Friday protocol turned on.
Miss Quill, I am coming to you. I'm gonna help you with the outside. I also have X doses of nap relief for you. I'm sure this is a very stressful situation for you.
I'd probably
I'm here
say
to help.
something along the lines of
What? Stressful.
much appreciated.
What told you that
but
it was stressful?
transferring drugs to my body in space is just not going to be a possibility. So I'll take them when I'm back. Welcome to help, though.
And the turn order is gone, but I'm
Yes.
assuming
You guys are free to act more or less. Like, basically,
Woohoo.
tell me what you're gonna do as we enter the final fight.
Oh no, the final fight. Guys,
All right.
I don't think I'm ready for the final fight yet. How much stress do I have when I took the nap?
That sets you to 0 automatically.
Wait, it did? Oh
Yep.
no, what's the whole point? Oh no, I didn't want to reduce my stress. This was a mistake.
Oops.
The whole point was I was going to go through. Oh
you're
no, I
chill as
ruined
fuck.
my own character.
You're chill as fuck.
I was going to go to like max stress, but I guess did I say I took it? I took it.
I think so. You didn't know what nap relief did.
Whew.
Lee mentioned
Out of character, I didn't realize it reduced it to 0. I thought it just eliminated panic and reduced stress a little bit.
No, it actually auto sets you to 0.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, I'm feeling
Okay,
better.
chill pill.
It is
Okay.
quite literally the chill pill, yes.
Man, I was looking forward to going into the final fight with like 7 stress die because that would have made things fun.
I mean, you can still pop one. I mean, you'll risk a cardiac arrest, but you could pop a never sleep.
Yeah, I've popped so many pills. I'll save that last.
So the
and
question
never
remains:
sleep.
the immediate things that will decide whether or not this ship lives or dies are all outside the ship. Does anybody stay back?
Are we all supposed to go off the ship? Because was there anything else we need to take care of inside?
I
There's a-
feel like one of us should stay back just to ensure that, tethers can be pulled, or if one of us gets
I
untethered,
feel like I
somebody
needed
can
to
run
check
out.
something, so I could stay inside. But I do have my evac suit, so I can go outside anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and Zen, I'm assuming that you get to the tether opposite Elruna's and tether up.
Yep.
All right. And Cole, you're gonna stay inside.
Yep. Sorry, I feel like I goofed that up, guys.
No.
I wanted to go into that.
It's all
with
good.
high
You guys go down. You find the underside of the feed, and you see pretty swiftly what its problem is. Zen, because the AI has already described it over audio. You could stay back and fix it, but it will be required at the pinch. It will require both you and it will require two people at the pinch to fix it. It is a significant spacewalk. To get there at all, you will need to make a mobility +2. To get there swiftly, it will be mobility straight. Or you can stay back and start work on this. Okay, so
I'll
Elruna,
start work on whatever's here. If you're talking to me.
no, I'm talking to them. Although Gion, you could go up and get on the gun for when they've restored the feed. All right, so Elruna, and you were going,
but I
you were
can't
going
shoot.
fast, right, Elruna?
I did a mobility straight, and I took the panic.
Okay, so your panic is 10. You freeze. You are frozen by fear for 1 round. So, like, Zen, you see her just, like, freeze up, like, halfway up the shaft, and, like, she's just gone stiff, and she's beginning to, like, she's, like, clutching to this thing for dear life, but she's not making any progress. Do you give me your mobility, or do you stay... Okay, you made your mobility.
Did not.
You can't stress
your
out at
foot
all.
goes wrong, and you find yourself in space on your tether. It's going to take you a while to float back. Do you? There are 2 options. 1, you have Gion up top who could give you a yoink. 2, you think that you can set your glue sprayer to high compression mode
Shit.
and use it like a fire extinguisher in space to just
Yeah.
push yourself around. That would require a heavy machinery -2 to pull off, but it would get you back onto the shaft a lot faster.
I will try the heavy machinery.
All right.
By
heavy
the
machinery-
way-
yes.
The power is the glue's like usage, right?
Yes.
And the canister of glue gives me another 3, correct?
Yeah. So each canister gives you another 3.
Okay.
But you will have to take a reload action.
Yeah, of course. I will do the glue gun compression mode.
All right.
Does the +2 and -2 cancel each other out? Or -2 condition with the +2 glue sprayer tool bonus?
No,
cancel?
no. In this particular instance, it's not considered a tool that helps you so much as the reason you can do it.
Oh, -2 heavy machinery. No.
You now roll me a water, air quotes water roll, and you wind up spraying goo into space, but it winds up just sort of like swinging you around back to the
Oof.
platform. Some glue is left spattered on the shaft by your endeavor. Pat, you're frozen. You look down.
I'm still
Terror.
frozen. Yeah.
You're frozen. Zen, the situation is playing out how it's playing out. You're warned. T-5 to impact of debris. Please restore functionality. You also see bits of metal, like an alloy, just bending, snapping, and fraying off of this shaft as it shakes. You know that if it breaks, it's going to come and crush you and Elruna. And then ram into the back of the ship. So what do you do next? Do you try and get to Elruna? Do you try and fix the feed?
You wouldn't happen to have a calming presence, would you?
Do you call Gion? Do you shout something inspirational at Elruna to hopefully end her -2 modifier and freeze? What do you do?
See, I'm not very empathetic. I don't think that's really gonna help.
All right. So yeah, but what would Zen do? You're a clinical machine. What do you do?
I'm gonna call out Mr. Humar. I think we need you outside. I think we need you to fix the armament while I try to fight. While I try to help Miss Quill.
Roger that. I'm coming.
And I'm gonna head towards Miss Guam.
All right. You want to move slowly with a mobility +2?
I will move slowly with the mobility +2.
All right. Give it to me. All right. You managed to get up, and you would have been slowed by the goop, but you know how to get around the spray pattern. It was yours after all. And you reach Elruna, and yeah, you have your tether. Pat has her tether. Regrettably, her tether was splattered a little by your goop. Gion, it is your turn. You come out, you ride the platform, you hop down, you take the final tether slot, I'm assuming? Cool.
Let's go.
Alright,
Let's
alright.
go.
You hop down, and you see the shafts problem, you see the gear problem. You can give me a heavy machinery. It's +2 if you use your welding torch, or +1 from a maintenance check.
We're not in final. I don't feel like we're in final fight stage yet, so I'm saving that torch.
You got like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, you got
Before we all die?
5.
I feel like I'm gonna have one more roll. I'm feeling it.
Alright, give me that heavy machinery +1 then if you're just using the main jack.
Yep, main jack. Dang it.
You can push.
I'm pushing it. Let's push.
Get a stress. And
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh, are you serious? Not one non-panic.
Choose
but
your
hey,
choose your stunt.
I'll take it.
Choose your stunt.
Okay. The camera just. I was gonna say, I'm like, all I'm doing is just fixing this jack here. The camera zooms in on my face.
You like slam the jack in, and then
I'm
like
done with today. Let's go.
like the tubes are like just spinning free, and you just like jack it, and like you pull the gears into alignment, and they catch the tube, and you hear the suction sound, and you see like a little light come on inside that you know means that Bulat has just reached tube. And
Yeah.
you guys hear Friday
Wait.
say, thinking, I am opening fire. You then hear the staccato of an asteroid gun
Woohoo!
with a few more breaks than you were expecting. She's firing in the inefficient spray pattern that's supposed to catch everything through efficiency, through like overwhelming spread, but there's massive gaps in it. She is, of course, a one core gal in a like dozens of core machine, and she's the only one thinking right now. It seems like it's hit some of the incoming debris, but Elruna, you finally stopped panicking, and
Yes.
you haven't stopped panicking. You're not frozen anymore. You're still panicking.
I tug at my tether. Is it stuck?
The tether is in fact stuck unless you go back and peel away the glue. There
I
are
don't know if we have
handholds.
time for that, Lee.
Miss
Oh.
Guam, would you trust me?
What are you proposing?
I have a grab harness. We could tether it to each other and use my tether and cut yours.
Let's do it.
All right, all fucking right. You guys cut it and you advance.
I'll make that mobility roll.
Yeah, you make the mobility roll for both of you. And you succeed. You get Zen and yourself to the pinch, and you make the 9 panic roll, and you drop an item. Elruna, you brought a tool with you, like a welding torch or something, to help you take care of the situation.
That
And-
is essentially the only thing I would be
And
able
it
to drop.
pops
Yes.
and flies out into the void unrecoverably. Unless
Wait, Lee,
Zen-
how unrecoverably? Would a tetherless mobility roll enable me to potentially grab it?
Well, here's the thing. It drops on your mobility roll, but Zen is riding along with you. Zen's mobility roll could catch it.
Oh. Alright, I've got you on my gravity thing, and I'm probably clutching onto the grate, so I can wheel you back.
Yeah.
You want to go for it? That won't start. Oh, fuck
Ooh.
that.
Your hand doesn't quite go out in time. The welding torch flies off into the abyss, and you two are at the pinch. Are all dressed up with nowhere to go, you both need to act with your tools at the same time or risk massive damage being unleashed. So this needs to be a synchronous job. What tools do between the two of you are yet remain?
I have a maintenance shack and a glue spring.
I have a fucking... Oh, I have flares.
They would be self-contained oxidization agents to burn here. You want to use the flares to, like...
I have 6 flares.
You want to try and, like, use... You want to try and use something in them to, like, help sear this stuff shut.
Honestly, that's the only thing I can think of to do.
Okay. Let me just...
I have some random electronics, too, that I can bust. If it helps. I have an uplink terminal,
you want
a PDAT, and a diagnostic device.
You want to MacGyver
none of
this.
which I need to survive.
Okay. You think you can MacGyver if you're willing to salvage your PDAT.
I'm straight
a joint flare charge, which might be able to seal just enough to let the glue do the job.
Okay.
You're going to have to give me both a Comtech and a survival, both at +2.
Okay, I can do that.
And is that from both of us?
No, that's from Elruna, and you're going to make me a heavy machinery with the glue gun +2 for using the glue gun tool. Alright, Pat, roll me that panic. Amazing. You still tremble. Trembling uncontrollably. Zen, give me a heavy machinery +2, and then roll your water.
Wow.
Okay, so, there's a bit of... Elruna, you see that the glue going astray is about to hit the grav harness between you and Zen. Make me a mobility. Remember, you're at -2 from your, tremble.
Yes.
I love we just spent this whole campaign just filling up holes.
You managed to...
I do it!
This has been the most thrilling...
And then do it quickly.
Alright, so Elruna, you have it rigged. You have the charge rigged. It is good to... You have the charge ready to blow. You, technically speaking, don't need to be on... You don't want to be on the side where it blows. So you can swing back around, if you would like, to where Zen is, and help him fire. What is your heavy machine? Do you have any skill in heavy machinery?
None whatsoever.
Do you have any skill in ranged combat?
I do.
How much?
I'll do that.
No, you don't roll it, but what's your skill points?
Oh, it's +1, and god damn it.
Alright, so Zen, she offers you some tactical advice, and you get an additional +1 to this next heavy machinery roll.
I'm just like, shoot it with the pointy end. The pointing.
Hey, finally.
Alright, you see, you guys have fixed it. You've got it sealed here, and then the charge detonates. The fire sparks out into the void, flaring up, however briefly, under the power of its own oxidation agents, and it looks like this portion is about to be sealed. Gion, you're just thinking of the turret situation when you see a little bit of metal floating in front of you. Uh-oh. Something is beginning to splinter, Gion.
Oh.
If you can't solder that shit real fast, your buddies are gonna have a fun time in space.
This is what the blowtorch was meant for, guys.
Give me that heavy machinery.
But I have to make that mobility roll. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, you only have to get to here. You only have to get to here, so it's a mobility like +3. And you're not
just
trembling.
to move one step. Am I good?
Yeah.
Can I just move?
I think you can step it. Now give me that heavy machinery.
I'm like, I am willing to spend my entire movement to do that because I do not want to roll mobility.
Yeah. So give me the +2. This is a bit of a abstract distance, but
all right. So I'm taking big, like very steady, massive steps. Like, oh, not even big steps. No, I'm more like sliding my foot along.
Wait, you have your
And
Evil dude, right?
yeah,
Did you
while
say
I'm
that
in
he
the
has
city-
magnetic shoes?
Yeah, he does have magnetic shoes.
I do have magnetic shoes, so I'm sliding. I'm like
Yeah, and you guys,
very
by the way,
careful.
do hear Friday say, thinking, accuracy,
Oh, that's
accuracy
nice.
below
Please-
10%.
Please be quiet, robot. Let me focus.
Impact in 2 minutes.
Hey, that's Friday. You're bad mouthing. Calm down.
You barely managed to solder it.
I did it. Thanks.
Yeah, you managed to.
Are you done thinking, robot? Because honestly, I'm done for today.
Yeah, you managed to get it done, and you guys hear Friday say, 1 minute and a half to debris impact. My routines are not capable of thinking, hitting it. So
Oh
yeah.
boy! Oh no!
So you guys are out here. Gion is here, and the turret is inside.
What could
What course
possibly-
of action? The only connection you guys have is Gion's tether. Not Gion's tether, Zen's tether. What course of action do you guys take to get? Here's a question: who are you sending to shoot?
Not me,
Oh.
please.
Shooting?
Someone with shooting ability.
I got this.
You also
So
have -2 agility though.
as long as while
I'm
she is
still
trembling-
better than everybody else here. Prove me wrong.
Yeah. So here's a question. She's like attached to you by like your thing, and you have your own tether. And Gian, you're back there. You could grab theirs if you want to and spool them. But how do you guys get Elruna to the gun in at this point like a minute and 10 seconds?
Throw me!
Yeah, I was gonna say like, can I throw?
You can
her?
yeet her. You can yeet her, my good sir. What skill do we think yeeting would fall under? Can you give me a
Lee, do I still have one flare?
give me a strength or give me a combat or a stamina? I'm assuming you used all of them. Why do you ask?
Oh, okay. No, I was just because like I could potentially use one to steer me back on course
Okay,
if I
yes,
fuck.
yes. You had 6. You used 5 in the charge. You have 1 flare left. It will give a +1 modifier. Actually, it'll let you make a hard mobility roll to like help you steer if he doesn't succeed. But give me a.
There we go.
I
Zen.
can hand you the glue gun.
Give me a stamina. Oh, you got hand her the glue gun. Yeah, and then you can give her a stamina to just. I'm assuming you're gonna unbuckle her, right, from you.
Yeah.
And free eat her.
I'm gonna unbuckle myself, give her the harness, so it's not attached to me, and she has it.
Okay.
Oh,
And now you're gonna eat her. Give me a stamina.
Whoa! What is this
Oh.
display of? Wow!
Zen, you toss her, and she makes it back in time. Gion, you're like waiting at the pad, and you do the ultimate action of pressing the little button so that it goes up, so that the speed run happens slightly faster, so you can get that world record.
All right, can I roll to see how awesome I press that button?
Yes. Any skill you like.
All right. Any skill check. I got it. We're gonna do this with a manipulation.
All right,
'cause-
Elruna,
Nice.
this is the sprint of your life.
Woo!
T minus
It
30
is
seconds
spicy
to
how I press that.
inescapable thinking.
wow! I do really well on it, and I also freak the shit out.
You run, you climb up the
Press
ladder.
the
As you're
button.
climbing up that ladder, you hit me that panic button.
Also,
Wait, so did I go up a stress level from the last tremble? I think I didn't include that.
Trembles don't increase stress level.
Oh, well then, shit. Whatever.
Right as you reach the ladder, and it's saying that you have 30 seconds left, you freeze. You're stuck there. You can see this, by the way, Gion. You followed her, but you see her just like frozen on the ladder. There's like seconds to spare. Gion.
Somebody shoot me up with some Napoli,
I was
goddamn,
gonna say,
real
Mr.
quick.
Kumar, you still have that belief.
Gion.
It's literally, I believe it is something that you it's like an EpiPen, like you stab
Gion,
somebody
would
with
you-
it.
would you-
that
Yeah,
button.
Gion,
And,
so Gion,
what,
would you chase
what
after?
can I do?
She's frozen on that ladder. I will show you the line of sight, like 2 rooms away from you. She's frozen on that ladder. Do you want to give me a mobility to try and get there and just force her up?
Or like
well,
stab me
well,
with
guys,
a Napoli.
I guess I had to make that roll after all, and I only got 1 nap relief. I apologize. So
Well,
we
I
go,
gave
guys.
you half of the.
Yeah. So you've got
What's
half
on
of
the-
a bottle. Yeah. So you got some Napoli on hand.
You've got enough.
oh, I got some on hand.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize
Gion.
how the contents.
Gion, do you make it in this 0G environment? You're just like going through the ship still doesn't have gravity.
All right, I am with my -1 on my suit. I got 1 dice to roll, guys. You ready? Wah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, please stress out.
All right, I'll push it. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
0 successes.
Dang
and a
it!
Oh,
Gion,
I should have took another never sleep and pressed
what
my
happens.
heart attack.
Gion, you get here. So do you stab her with some naturally, or would you like shove her up?
Well, yeah, she's just stunned there. I think it's a safe bet to stab her with an apple leaf.
Okay. You stab her with an apple leaf. Pat, you instantly. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, back to reality. Gravity's still gone though. You leap into action. You climb up.
Gravity's
You
still-
get onto the gun. You're just in time. You think you grab the controls. You see something incoming. Give me a ranged combat.
Here goes nothing. Hey, guess what? I can stress out. Please. Lords of the dice. Lords and ladies. Let's not get some snake eyes.
Oh, you hit.
Nice.
But here's the thing: right
Nice.
before you see it explode, you feel something. You
Du-du-du-du.
feel the weight of Gion's treads a little too slow to allow you to have shot down the first impact, which does in fact hit. And as just a parting moment, Gion, Cole, could you roll me 2d6?
Oh, no. What happened?
Amazing. Okay.
I have the glue gun still, right?
Here's for no particular reason. I'm about to numerically order the party. Yes, you do
Guys,
still have
I'm
the
scared.
yeah, and okay. So Zen, I'm assuming you would have begun to climb back, right?
yeah.
Well, are we
I didn't want
hit?
to interrupt, but I wanted to head back into the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
we did get hit.
here's what happens. You see something like Twinkle slam into the ship, and then there is just an explosion as something rockets out at you faster than you can even process, and you are hit, instantly broken, and take a critical injury, which is special for your situation as a synth. So
Yes.
you know where your synth critical wound table is.
I need a second to look at it.
Mm-hmm. I have the human one up. I don't have the human one up. What am I talking about? But yeah, you guys would hear Friday saying, Commander, Zen is in... No. Thinking. Please save him. Thinking.
Please save him.
And you guys see like a very temporary like glimpse of Zen's camera. It's like laggy and distorted and there's scan lines all over it. But you actually see him floating in the void. Part of the back of the ship has been blown out, and
Holy fuck. Did we lose the payload too?
no, by some miracle, it has remained intact, but the ship is critically damaged, and it does not look like it will be easy to retrieve him, as he is presently... Let me see if I can find the synth section.
I cannot find it.
Lee, is the EEV something that can be piloted?
It is, actually. Normally, it's only designed to be piloted by an AI, but if someone in there were to be squirrely with Comtech, they might force it over to manual control. You'd basically be flying a spaceship with, like, an iPad touchpad, but you could do it.
Haley, I found
I've done worse.
You found it? You found it?
Yep.
Give us a roll.
So I roll a 1d6.
What does that do?
2 is a destroyed leg servos.
Okay.
Both legs are non-functional. An android must stay prone and can only crawl.
Okay, so you see, like his hips are blown out, and there is like white Kumi blood splattered across the hitch.
Sorry, I kind of went a little precocious on that, but I'm getting to the evac pad.
Yeah. Additionally, you see that his tether was severed. However, he was blown back into and caught on some of the errant glue from earlier, which hadn't quite finished cooling due to the charges you used, adding additional heat, messing with their temperature formulas in the void. So he's very precariously glued all the way out back down there. And
Well, let's go rescue him.
all right,
I say to Cole's character, "Hey, Cole," or fuck, what's your name?
Gian.
Gian. Yeah, Gian. Man the things, and you know what? If I don't come back, the ship's yours. Take care of her.
Well, here's the thing: you're gonna go on a tether, right?
I'm going in the EEV.
Oh shit! All right. Gian, do you tell him that you're gonna like take the lifeboat?
Yeah.
All right. Go for the lifeboat and give me a comm tech to hack it.
I guess it's time to hit the lifeboat then.
Well,
And that next one is to
We have to protect some kind of cargo.
Lee. Would it be more useful for me to do this fast, or to do this so that I can do it again in the future?
I'll let you have the extra. I guess give you a +1 modifier to the piloting roll you're about to make, because this piloting roll, first of all, doesn't gain from knows inside and out, because it's not the ship, it's the EV, and two, it's at a -2 because of the close quarters and so it's a -1 overall. You come out, you see Officer XN, you see Zen, you've come parallel to him with the EEV, and Zen is just out the window of your little life support pod. Imagine there's a pod here, people, and he's right out the window. You can almost touch him, but you can't bring it any closer. You have to give me a mobility to go out, get him with the harness that he gave you, and then bring him back.
Damn. That's right.
This is what it comes down to. This mobility roll. Oh, you pop out, you grab him, you
Hey,
yoink him.
Zed.
Yeah.
Hop on.
Amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing. So, after all is said and done, presumably you guys have a snack to celebrate. The FTL is fixed. Zen's legs are fixed.
Are they?
After
Do we have
like,
replacement legs?
there's after like a day of work.
He'll be alright.
Alright.
Gian and Zen managed to find like some servos from like unused cranes or whatever and stop him.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure the robot
That's-
will be
yeah.
just fine.
he got some wide hips now, some wide, pokey robot-looking hips.
Oh yeah,
but he's
now he
mechanical
really is a
or-
robot.
yeah, they're like mechanical. They're not even like the biomechanical.
Oh
stuff like
god.
that. Yes,
He's
so
a
like
robot.
he looks weird, but it's gonna work for now until you can get them replaced and he doesn't have to crawl around. But yeah, with that, you've all made it, and after the AI completely resets, informs you, a lug nut was dropped in a pivotal part of my internal circuitry during the last maintenance. It seems that it began a short, leading to the phenomenon known as total ramage. Unfortunately, it seems that this has led to a casualty amongst the crew members. However, it is good to see that he was retrieved. I have put all of this information into a packet, reporting upon your behavior to the nearest Trinity authority. Thank you, and have a good flight. The rest of the flight, you are not awoken for any impacts.
Before I go to sleep, though, I must say, Han, I really hope that's a glowing report, because if it's not, I'm gonna dismantle you again.
Indeed. There comes no reply, but with that, I think we enter feedback phase. Who has to go first? Okay, in that case, Cole.
Sure, I'll take it. That was pretty cool. I liked. It was not exactly what I was expecting, but basically just have a keep your ship together type mission was more thrilling than I thought it was going to be. So that was cool. I liked it. It was easy to get familiar with the space, so I thought the map design was pretty solid. When you turned off the vision, though, I couldn't see any of our text. So I kept forgetting where all the locations were once the lights went off. But otherwise, like, hey, that was neat. Usually I don't play very dry characters, but I had fun with Guillaume. And I think just all of the insane crap that he had put up with was perfect. And I loved it. So yeah, I liked it.
Nice.
Nice and stressful.
Was there anything that you didn't like about the session, or that was slower?
Oh no, the only thing I didn't like was when the vision turned off. No, I couldn't tell where it was on the map. Like,
Yeah.
awesome map design, but once that vision turned off, it was like, oh boy, where's the rooms again?
Yeah. Casual reminder, I'm going to drop it in the Twitch, that all of this was made using Pat's pack.
Yeah, these graphics are so good and they're so easy to read. I knew where
the stream frame was done last second by our dear friend Casey. You can find her Friday nights on High Road. Yeah.
It all looks great.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want to see more of, Cole?
Thank you, Cole.
What would I like to see more of? I'd like to see. I really liked having a kind of a very ship focused session.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe before all the vision gets turned off, maybe I'd like to see more of that ship, more of the ship. I think labeling the rooms might be a good idea. I don't know who labeled it. I know I put some labels.
I put some labels.
Okay.
I think one thing I might do is I might take a screenshot. I might take a screenshot and put scan lines on it and make it look black and green, and then show it to the players as a handout so that you can have a map of it.
Oh wow, that might be a lot of work, but I would appreciate it.
More stuff in this shit. Yeah, okay. But yeah, awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, I like it. That's it.
All right, Pat, hit me with it.
Okay.
We also love audience feedback.
I had a huge blast with this. I think that you did a great job of establishing the scene, establishing the characters a little bit before things really went to hell. The slow progression of stress and stress and stress and stress and stress and stress was really nice. You built the tension very well. I might have been expecting a little bit more monster madness, but I'm very pleased with how you took this, and I'm honestly impressed with how you handled a just kind of like very hard sci-fi moment that you guys got hit by some microasteroids and your AI was malfunctioning because of a lug net falling into it. Like that's fucking smart. That's a very good type sci-fi concept, and I really admire you for pulling this off. You did fantastically. Everything kind of made sense. The progression of symptoms in the ship was fast, but understandably so, because the AI kind of had been malfunctioning for a while, and then it really, really was visible when we encountered something that the AI should have been perfectly capable of taking care of. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you just did a magnificent job, and I'm very impressed with this session. So that's what I liked. What I didn't like. I don't know if there's anything in particular I didn't like.
Now, you said earlier that you were expecting more of a creature feature. Was it a pleasant surprise when that didn't happen? Was it like...
Yeah. No, it was a pleasant surprise. I would definitely not list that as negative. I'm impressed with how well you handled a completely mundane crisis, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy that there wasn't some sort of monster behind it all, because I kept waiting for something like that to be the twist, but there didn't really need to be a twist. This was such a decent, like, inherently, like, understandable concept that there really didn't need to be a monster at all. Like, we dealt with a spaceship malfunction, and it was stressful. It was tense. People almost died, but that's how space travel is, and I admire you for taking this angle. I'm sure one of us would have eventually done it, but you did it very well, and it's a great start off to our diesel shots, alien summer. You know?
Yeah, you
And we made such beautiful maps too.
Kind.
Yeah. So what I want to see more of is more of this, more intelligently designed, tense and interesting sessions. It didn't matter, honestly, that we were in Change Stars or Alien RPG or whatever. The scenario probably would have been the same. It's cute that I get to play, you know, a space deer person, but you know, we could have easily. Yeah, right. It's hard to tell underneath the costume. But we could have easily done this in any other, you know, we could have easily done this in the Alien verse itself. But the fact of the matter is that you had a tight, excellent space session, and I'm very happy to have been a part of it. Thank you very much.
With that,
I can't think of anything bad to say. Yeah.
With that, I think that we go to Shin.
Things I like. I definitely like the map. It was well designed, and I personally didn't have a problem when things went off. Mainly because I was staring at the map expecting to lose it. So I was trying to remember each room.
Fair.
I'm in the same boat with Pat. I was expecting some kind of monsters. My base concept for my character was Officer XNLU, the non-lethal unit. Where I took Subdue and non-lethal shotgun rounds. Because I was expecting to be raided by pirates.
Okay. Now, did it feel then that you had put in the work to like setting up that concept? Did it feel deflated when you never fought anything?
I didn't really feel bad, but I guess if I do have to choose, it was leaning towards the negative side. But it wasn't like bad that we didn't come across anything like that. Because I came up with this as a potential problem that I foresaw. Doesn't mean that's
that was actually kind of what I was expecting. But I guess I didn't. I wasn't bothered so much because I had to fix the ship. But yeah, I can see where the Marshal didn't get as much fun there. So.
Yeah, but he was the big strong robot, so he could go into the void. So like I think it all wound up playing beautifully.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that I could do, and there's a lot of options on the table, which I also really appreciate. It wasn't just, alright guys, this is one problem, all three of us are heading towards this one problem. No, it was multiple problems, multiple options, and we had a lot of player choice that we could do.
Awesome.
Other things that I liked how you took my joke of that core being not mine, but it was the Friday core that I was using later or earlier, and you just took that and ran with it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course, a big shout out to Pat, because that's also her art, and that literally inspired the visual gag and then ensuing like whole thing that like totally isn't at all related to X. I'm sure while everyone else is asleep, there's nothing going on there. But yeah, no, I thought it was fun. I appreciate when players like give me something like that and I can work with it.
I guess this one's more of a comment than a feedback, but one of the thoughts that I had once all the cores went down was one of my thoughts was like the AI went down because some kind of virus, like computer virus. I was kind of waiting for you to tell me that was also affected. And this moment came up when Pat was at the drop pad and I was running towards her. Oh,
so you thought you were like, oh, you're waiting to be told like, but You're ordered to actually detach the drop pad and send her flying out into space after you cut her tether to stop her from yeah. That would have been a killer robot moment.
I was waiting for like the I guess the enemy twist. I thought like, oh wait, maybe this might be happening. But
Yeah,
I guess,
I was kind
it's
of
more
expecting
competent
something like that too.
That would have been a great twist, not gonna lie.
There doesn't need to be a twist though. Space is deadly,
Yeah,
and also
that's true.
you're not me.
Yeah, Pat is known for the Wistmore twist more.
I'm compulsively prone to implementing twists in my sessions.
But awesome. No, I take that as like a comment of like that was like I could see how that. Yeah, I can absolutely see where your logic went as a player, because I'll often imagine scenarios like that as well.
Things I didn't like. There wasn't anything in particular.
Mhm.
The start was a little slow. That was also, we're kind of rushing to get things going, to get things set up, and technical problems. But yeah, the pacing in the very beginning was just a tad slow. Things I want to see more of. I actually agree with everyone. I do want to see more like ship-oriented sessions, and having, I guess, not one shots, but having 2 or 3 shots. Mainly because having decisions you made affect like the next session and have like more consequences.
Definitely.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm actually planning to run a Cosmonaut Up Commandos UPP Commandos 2 or 3 shot. So keep an eye out for that Cold War disaster piece. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you in mind, Shin. And everyone, of course. Yeah. And anything else I'd like to comment on?
No, I just want to reiterate. Friday was mine, but none of you can, blame me for it.
Amazing. Yeah, Friday is also High Road, which Shin is in. If you liked him, come by.
Huh?
And Wednesday, we're going to, I think, wrap up some Frystat stuff so we can give some closure.
Yes.
But we are in Alien Summer, and we are going to have a great time with it. Coming up at you now. Thursday, of course, Uranium Fever do come through. And yeah, we're going to move into 3 with Pat's Saturday game. That's going to be 3 Alien RPGs a week for, air quotes, the summer. It's more like 2.5 months, but you know. And we were also looking forward to having some Traveler on the channel with a company called RPG Suite. The principal is going to come on, Noah, a great guy, I met him, and show us their really cool software. The character generation is going to be this Saturday, and then TBD on the session itself built off of those characters. But it is probably, but I know because I'm going to make all the maps, it's really going to show off Pat's beautiful tile set on a spaceship setting. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be 2nd edition Mongoose Traveler if anyone interested in that detail. But yeah, and for audience feedback, Lurb, you also got to see Full Change Star sessions because it was on Saturday. Yeah, because I know you run with your Eve Corp on Saturdays. Well, Mondays and Wednesdays you're going to see Alien content. At least one of our 3 is going to be an Aliens Verse game each month. But as much as we can anyway. At least one Aliens Verse a week, but that still means that if you come in Monday and Wednesday, you will probably catch Change Stars.
That means you'll get plenty of more action from whatever this is.
I see that you're also expecting something to get on board Testing Meteor, and it was a nice change of pace to see it solving problems from the impact. Yeah, I've always had a sweet spot in my heart. What the fuck? I'm sorry, a stroke. A sweet spot in my heart for just like a concept played straight, and the drama and the disaster movie appeal of, oh shit, something's gone wrong. I think space movies tend to do it in a boring ass dumb way, and it was fun to be able to do it in a role play. Many of them.
Oh snap!
But when it's done well in them, I love it. So
you hear that, Kubrick?
Oh my gosh, no, I think that the situations in 2001 were pretty good. But yeah,
I don't know. I haven't watched it through once.
Yeah,
so
awesome. I'm glad you liked it, and completely nobody. I do agree. Space is deadly enough without monsters, but there will be monsters in the future. Yeah, I'm glad you had a free night to tune in. Completely nobody. And hey, you got any more in the future? We are going to be. We restream now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nights a week.
Between 5 nights a week.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I mean, there's
Every
4
night
days.
but Sunday and Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 nights, and I'm going to be guest streaming starting next week for 2 or 3 weeks on City of Hearts. Cool Twitch channel. They I'm going to be running them through Hoi, which is going to be a Rosenkrieg-based siege scenario where they're all the noble scions of this house, and they are defending a siege, going to use Matt Colville's both strongholds and followers rules and his warfare rules. So, great big time there. I really love to get out and engage with our community, so consider coming by. I'll definitely send Discord things about it. But
Hell
at this
yeah.
point in the night, I think I'm gonna look around at who's bumping, who's bopping. And you know, I see quests and chaos. Quests and chaos. I don't know them. They're running tabletop RPGs. I say we crash the party. Remember, be polite. We're always nice and wonderful here at the community. I just say that to train myself for the day when we have a larger community where I can't be sure and I want to do my due diligence. Oh, you'll just get around. Awesome. Thank you, completely nobody. And of course, if you're interested in just putting something in white noise, if you ever have a moment, we do upload the VODs to YouTube. But
Yes.
yeah, with that, I'm peacing out. And we're hitting the raid.
Alright.
So I will see you all on. Oh, what the? I spelled it wrong. Lamau. I thought I was so fucking slick and I misspelled. Quest and Chaos is in the name. Quests and Chaoses. Night, completely nobody.
Ciao. And remember, if you like the
Au
title that it's available on our Drive-Thru RPG and Mechacorps Marines and Monsters. Bye.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
I punched.
Bye.
So I punched raid now. I'm waiting for it to go through. Okay, and now